Hello, good evening, everybody. Hopefully, you can all hear me all right. Because everything on my PC has just been doing all sorts of crazy stuff at the moment. Microphone levels going everywhere, but I think it's all currently intact. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing this fair evening? It is slightly early stream, but I thought I would do all of my stuff first now out the way before we get to the actual main event because Rufus has to be gone by 8:45, so I need to make certain that we don't overrun in that particular regard. Let's say hello to everyone in chat. Hello, Car78 Minky, Catnip, Egg Fried, Tipster, Dazzarino, Toad Boy, Random Zombie Score Counter, Huska, Cookie Monkey Steve, Marblor. Welcome, Marblor. Thank you, Connor, for the 14-month resub there. 14 months, wow, and I tell you what, these past 14 months have been the best of my life. Here's to another 14 months and many more beyond. Thank you very much for those kind words, Connor. Greatly appreciated. I'm glad you've been having a lot of fun here at Quiz Night. Hello there to Grunkle Squeaky as well. I'm not even 14 months old yet. This is so unfair. Egg wants to get to 42 months. Hello there, Matt the Ref and Shadowmane. And yeah, so that music there, that was Aberdeen. If anyone's familiar with Adam Neely over on YouTube land bass, that's part of the band that he's in is Aberdeen, and it's very brassy. Again, I like it. So go hit them up on YouTube. Aberdeen. They're not actually from Aberdeen. They're from, I think it's Aberdeen Street in New York City. That's why the name Aberdeen. So not the actual city, actually in New York. Kodoko the Cooper, hello there, and Mattel, and who else? Scoots Dust, hello there, Lion TK, Dr. Mummy, you are Marblor, hear me roar, and you love Adam Neely. That's good to hear. Toad Boy, we need more people to like Adam Neely. Hashtag bass, absolutely. The only man who tells me why I suck at music and why yeah, that's the thing, is that it definitely can be just the only person to be able to blatantly say, yes, you suck at music, but do it in such a constructive way. And also just got a subscription from Clive. Let's play that out.
If I were a camel, I could have had a child in the period of time I've been subscribed. Wild.
Also 14 months. Thank you very much for the 14-month resub, Clive. If I were a camel, I could have had a child in the period of time I've been subscribed. And oh my god, you guys are all too generous. Grunkle Squeaky with the tier 1 community sub gift. Greatly appreciated also. Who did that get given to? That went to Car7th. Welcome, Car7th. You have been gifted the love of brass. Also, Egg. Oh, come on now, people. Egg also gifting a tier 1 sub to Toad Boy there. And yes, loving that Wipeout sting for those that remember the good old Paul Daniels version of Wipeout. The love of much brass, absolutely. You have a sub. You have a sub. Everyone has a sub, absolutely. D-Das Fred, welcome there. And so, yeah, it's all getting a bit crazy. Thank you for all the hosts as well, everyone. And for the follow also from Killer Mortal 77 from earlier. Possibly from the tweet from earlier. Hey, Quet, what time of day is it for you, Quet? Surely it's like, what, 1 or 2 in the morning for you? Why are you here? It's way too early in the morning for you. Unless you can't get to sleep. Jayla 2020, this game's very simple. Either you're going to win the one or they're going to win the mob. Yep, that's pretty much it, Jayla. Yep. Hello there, Danny boy. This is irrelevant now. I haven't looked outside for a few days. Okay, fair enough. Yes, we're all in sort of quarantine situation. Yeah, it's a bit kind of like, yeah, all right, fair enough. It's 4 a.m. for you, Danny boy. Fair enough. Well, you're more than welcome around the world. Welcome one and all to Quiz Night. I've been hearing some rumblings going on, so I'm presuming I may have a special guest with me. So let me change the layout and introduce the special guest this evening. It is indeed Mr. Rufus Hound.
Well, hello.
Hello, Rufus Hound. How are you doing this evening? How have you been faring with the lockdown in the UK?
Yeah, I mean, it's I found it rather pleasing in a funny kind of a way because there's no choice.
There's no choice. I suppose that's true. Yeah, is that you're kind of locked into just doing this, stuck in the house, and you just have to figure out what to do from the house, basically.
One of the things about being self-employed is that you're always wondering what you should be doing instead. This lockdown basically means that there is no something else. Just stay indoors, keep your hands clean, make sure everyone gets fed, and you're doing as much as you can. So, in a funny kind of a way, until the true horrors of it unfold, which I think will be over the next couple of weeks, it's that's all gone rather wrong. Until the true horrors of it unfold, it's almost enjoyable at this current state. So I'm trying to do something where I prop up this phone.
Some height. Don't worry. This is the wonderful land of where technical problems come to happen. So I don't mind these kind of things happening. While you're wrangling with that, I'm just going to open up the Twitch game lobby for everyone who wants to play from Twitch chat. Enter in the room code WFLL, and magical things will happen on screen.
Oh, look at those magical things.
Look at all those magical things happening there. We've got 28 people already in, which is good to see. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Some new names I'm seeing as well there. Caracumpus and H2O Sarah. Those are new names I've not seen. Oh, is that someone you're familiar with?
That's someone I know. She may be my daughter. We've never quite got to the bottom of it, but until the DNA test is fully in, we're treating it as a high possibility.
Fair enough. Oh my god, we're up to, 34 names up on the board now. I have to put myself in because I need to force the game so that you're going to play the game. So, I'm in as well. And I'm going to force the game to be me, so that it's technically you. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. So, yeah. Is this kind of like the first interactive quiz show that you've been, that you've done on the likes of Twitch?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. This week I started playing D&D on Twitch.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's questing time, which will be happening tomorrow night live at 7.
There's a plug there for your questing time.
Yeah. Oh, no, if I'm going to be on a Twitch stream, if you think I'm not mentioning the D&D, you're kidding yourself. So that was my first real experience of Twitch. I played around with Twitch a bit and streamed a little bit of PlayStation stuff, but not actually letting anyone know I was doing, just to see how it worked and what it was.
Sure.
So this is something entirely different. This is one of the kind of underbellies of Twitch, that you can run a live quiz in this way. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's become it was sort of a niche to start with for me last year, just sort of doing it as an experiment, just to see if it gained any sort of traction. And it seems to have gained a lot of traction, and a lot of people now finding, oh my god, it's this game that I used to love seeing on TV. And then for this one in particular, more the case of, oh, it's that game that used to be on the Xbox 360 where you would play against tens of thousands of other people at the same time. I wish they brought that back. Well, this guy on Twitch has just done that. So Random Zombie, that Xbox 360 game, absolutely, yeah. So I've been sort of building this little niche up, and then more and more people have been sort of getting interested in it. Currently got 55 viewers on Twitch at the moment, which is pretty high for me. And we've got a lot of people in the mob as well. 36 people in the mob. I don't think we've had nearly as many as that playing at once, which is going to be really interesting for you.
So essentially, this pandemic created an opportunity where I could play an interactive quiz against a load of people. And then because of the exact same reason, I'm now making it almost impossible to do well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the AI do fill in the empty slots, but they are quite dumb AI. They don't really know what they're answering. They just know if they know the answer or not. It's basically just rolls around a number and hopes for the best. 38 in the mob. Goodness me. Oh, can I not count? Oh, I can't count. Oh, well, that'll help. Yeah, that will also help. So 6 rows worth. Oh, we're at 45. Okay, we're nearly at half a full mob. Okay. Hashtag Ash can't. This is one of the running themes. I can't count. I can't say things. They start writing questions where they just use you know the Welsh place name Llanfair PG, but with all the extra letters in the middle. Yeah, they write questions about that and other things just to make me just hate all the questions. I don't hate the questions. I mean, score can't count. I know score count, but I also can't count on your behalf sometimes. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Like I say, I've never had a proper guest appear on Quiz Night tonight, so you are a first. And may it be may it be the first of many to come as well. I don't know.
Look, if this goes well, I'll see who else I can pull your way.
Oh, that would be interesting if you could do that. I mean, maybe we can... I don't know. Maybe we could have a celebrity edition of Duel or something, guys.
Could happen.
Could happen. Right, well, I'm going to start the game off now. If you are in Twitch chat, you can just join the game at any point, and you'll be allocated to any empty slots for the time being. Let's get going. It is technically me, is the next one to play, but it's not. It's definitely Rufus. Don't worry about that technicality. That's just, it has to allocate a Twitch username to everything. And are you ready to play Mr. Rufus Hound?
Yes, I am. Let's make history.
Let us make history on Twitch. Here we go. Let's start the game in voice. And it is Rufus Hound versus 100. Here's question number 1. What are the surnames of the only 2 female Prime Ministers of the United Kingdom? Is it Mason and January, Cooper and September, or Thatcher and May? Mob, please answer now. What are the surnames of the only 2 female Prime Ministers of the United Kingdom? Is it Mason and January, Cooper and September, or Thatcher and May? I'm just going to close something else down to hopefully get a few more frames. And the mob is locked in. Rufus, what's your thoughts?
Well, imagining this was a television programme, it's now beholden on me to pretend I don't know and then have more about it and go, well, you know, was Yvette Cooper ever Prime Minister? Did James Mason secretly a woman politician? But unfortunately, the answer is blindingly obvious in that it was Margaret Thatcher and Theresa May.
Lock in C?
Locking C, please.
All right. Wow. I just pressed the lock in C button and it didn't do anything. I don't know why that did, so I will type it manually because that's how it works anyway. You have answered C, and the correct answer is... Pause for tension. Yes, it is indeed C, Thatcher and May. Yes. Who got knocked out on that one? Hopefully only a couple... Well, only 2 AI and 1 player called Casual TVIP, unfortunately getting that one wrong. You can continue playing if you are in Twitch, even if you get eliminated. You'll just earn some XP, but you cannot join back. You can't sort of come back into the game. You are now technically a dead player. So only 3 players eliminated, which is... It's low for the first question. Normally we get a few more than that, but they're making it hard for you today. They're making it really hard for you, Rufus.
Okay, well, I like to think that's the game's way of showing me respect.
Mm-hmm. Oh, apparently he timed out. He answered too late. Hard luck on that one, Casual. Unfortunately, the timer is there so that you don't answer out of time and cheat your way in. So, unfortunately, you can keep playing along, but you are eliminated. But Rufus, it is now 1 versus 97. Question number 2 is, which isn't a borough of New York City? Which of these is not a borough of New York City? Is it Brooklyn, Queens, or Westchester? Mob, please answer now. Which of these isn't a borough of New York City? Is it Brooklyn, Queens, or Westchester? Yes, this is a not question. Everyone in my community knows they love their not questions. So, Rufus, ever been to New York City?
I went there for my 40th birthday 6 months early.
Oh, okay.
I was on a family holiday in the south of France, a real rarity that I was able to make a family holiday, and I had the whole month off. It was amazing. It was the longest family holiday we've ever had.
Oh, sounds lovely.
While we were there, I found out that Ben Folds, who's a total favourite of
Ben
mine,
Folds, yeah.
was playing some double headline shows with a band called Cake. Do you remember Cake? Go in the Distance and all of that?
I'm not familiar with Cake, no, but Ben Folds I am familiar with.
Fair enough. Well, Ben Folds and Cake were playing some shows together, and so I convinced my wife for my 40th birthday present to let me leave our family holiday and have 47 hours between leaving where we were on holiday and returning to where we were on holiday, during which time we flew to New York, watched the show, saw some friends of ours, got literally no sleep, and flew back to the holiday.
Oh, nice. Absolutely
now, the
amazing.
tricky thing is this is one of those questions where you end up kind of doubling back on yourself, because Brooklyn and Queens are definitely bases in New York, and Westchester definitely rings a bell, but I don't know whether, it could be one of those things like, is Brooklyn technically a borough of New York? I don't really know for certain, but Brooklyn and Queens are definitely big chunks of New York, so I'm going to have to go see again Westchester.
Well, I can also remind you, in this particular game, you do have some helps available. So the first help you have available is Ask the Mob, where you can... it will pick 2 of the mob members out at random, and they will tell you what they answered.
Right.
Poll the Mob, you get to choose one of the 3 options, A, B, or C, and it will show you how many of the mob answered that particular way. Or you can go with Trust the Mob, which automatically locks you into the mob's most popular answer.
See, I think everyone's going to be thinking more or less what I'm thinking. I'm sure that everyone would have thought it's Westchester that isn't a borough. This is going to be one of those questions where it's either a technicality that technically Queens isn't a borough, or something like that. So I think on this one I'm going to save my lifelines, or whatever it is we're calling them, my mob rule, and just go for C, Westchester.
C, Westchester. Lock it in?
Lock it in.
All right. Matt the ref in chat saying, there are no trick questions on 1 versus 100. Are there? Let's see. The correct answer is... It is indeed C, Westchester. Yeah, it's always that little bit of self-doubt that creeps in.
Isn't there?
Dr. Mummy, are you getting that one wrong? Lion TK getting that one wrong, and various AI that do not know the existence of Westchester's location being not in New York, or they're just dumb because they're dumb AI. Regardless, you are up to 1,000 doots. Woohoo! They're not worth much these days, but the 1,000 doots it certainly is. And you are 3 away from making that 5,000 doots. So, I get to ask you the question, do you want to leave this game right now and take away those 1,000 doots? Or do you want to play against the mob for possibly some more?
I'm here to play.
Go for the mob?
Yes, please.
All right, mob it is. And it is 1 versus 83. Question number 3 is, what Swedish pop group had the international 90s hits All That She Wants and The Sign? Was it Ace of Base, Queen of Mean, or King of Swing? Mob, please answer now. What Swedish pop group had the international 90s hits All That She Wants and The Sign? Was it Ace of Base, Queen of Mean, or King of Swing? Mob's locked in. Are you familiar with these tracks?
I am, as I said earlier, now just over 40 years old. And so these guys were absolutely massive for about 2 years, and then no one ever heard of them again. But I think they even had number 1s in America. They are Ace of Base.
Like me to lock in Ace of Base for you?
Lock it in.
All right. Seem pretty confident. is the answer. A, ace of base. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. How well did you do against the mob? Short Circuit's eliminated, Kara Compass is out, and a couple of AI, a few AI, 5 AI in total, and that's a total of 7 eliminations. You are now up to 5,000 doots. You've quintupled your doots.
Come on! Eat my doots, you...
Still have all your helps intact, and you're 6 away from doubling that further up to 10,000 doots. So, I'm going to have to keep asking the question, do you want to take the 5,000 doots, or do you want to keep going on, playing in the mob?
Mob me!
Mob me, alright. Spawn versus 76, the next question. What is the probability of drawing 2 cards in a row of the same suit from a standard 52-card deck if you don't replace the first card? Is it 1 in 17, 2 in 19, or 4 in 21? Mob, you can start answering. What is the probability of drawing 2 cards in a row of the same suit from a standard 52-card deck if you don't replace the first card? Probability questions, they always throw up a wobble amongst my community. How well are you on probability?
Well, unfortunately, I largely think I'm better at it than I really am. But I've spent the last couple of days doing homeschooling with my daughter, so my brain possibly is in a bit more school-time maths than it has been of late. So I suppose you start with a 1 in 52 chance, don't you, of drawing any one card, and then the next card you draw is going to be a 12 in 51 chance. So,
what does that mean then?
12 in 51. Because the tricky thing is, you see, it's not. You don't start by drawing. It's not like somebody tells you you have to draw 2 diamonds. You start with just whatever the card is. So then it's. Yeah, let me think. Yeah, 12 in 51. What is that as one of those fractions?
We do have the helps, remember?
I'm gonna poll the mob.
Okay, let's go for a poll then. Okay, I've just got a bit of clarification here from, I think, someone that proofed the question ahead of time. Based on how this is worded and the answer that Panda can read, it does assume that it is a specific suit, if that helps you.
Right, okay.
So,
yeah,
we have gone...
That does change things somewhat.
We have gone into the poll, unfortunately.
Okay, no, I'll still poll the mob. That would be very helpful.
And which option would you like to poll for? A, B, or C? What do you want to know more information on?
C, please.
Okay, let's see how many of our mob went with C. 4 in 21. Only 15 of the 76 mob members went with C. It's not particularly many. However, it is a bit of a difficult question, so I don't know how well that's going to help you in this particular case. But that's the information you got. 15 of the 76 went with option C.
Yeah, okay. Am I allowed to use another lifeline on this question?
You are absolutely allowed to use as many helps as you can while you still have them. You still have Ask and Trust.
I'm going to trust, I think.
I'm just checking with chat because apparently there might be some ambiguity anyway. In which case, I might just give it to you for that fact. I'm just going to check things. One in that divided. There are no only. So that's where you got that from. There's only. Okay. Not certain on that. Okay. It changes the correct answer. Right, well, because there's ambiguity from the sounds of things, I am going to give it to you on this one because that's not fair for you to fall foul on the question just in case. Yeah, the wording is a bit sort of messed up, I guess. And also...
Sorry, if I was going to guess...
I mean, yeah.
I think I'd probably guess A.
You would probably guess A, 1 in 17.
I think that would be my guess, but because it's sort of 1 in 4 and 1 in 4. So then 1 in 16 if you did replace the card. So if you don't replace the card, then that extra 1 would be maybe the 17. So I don't know.
Okay.
That's probably terrible maths. Anybody who truly understands probability is laughing and pointing.
So, from what I can see of the information of the question, 1 in 17 is the right answer. Technically, it's a 1 in 4, the initial chance of drawing any suit, and then you multiply that with 12 in 51, which was the other number you had. Multiply those two together. The 12 and 51 is nearly a quarter, like you were suggesting, so it's nearly 1 in 16. It's technically, in this case, 1 in 17. So I am going to give you that anyway, because you were going to guess the right answer after the fact. I'm just worried that if you were to go with a trust, then it might have trusted you the wrong way, because a lot of other people may have gotten confused in the question. That's all.
I'm with you.
I can't reverse the action that's going to happen on the mob members, but I can at least give you free reign through this question. So it is a right answer. And you say what he said anyway was correct, so it would have been fine, but there's a lot of eliminations, unfortunately, on that question. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of eliminations on that question.
Sorry, everybody.
I don't think I've ever seen a list that long before, because it's gone off the edge of the screen.
See, I'm terribly sorry, everybody, but I had ages to think about that, whereas you only had 5 seconds, so it's not really a fair fight, particularly.
I mean, that is the problem as well, yeah. Oh, well.
Something I'm going to undo.
If I had an undo option, then I would be able to enact it. Unfortunately, I do not have an undo option implemented yet. Maybe I need to have that in future for ambiguous questions. Unlucky if those mob members got eliminated, but you can continue playing along and rooting for Rufus anyway. And Rufus, you're already up to 75,000 doots after all of that. You went from 5,000 doots up to 75,000 doots, so that's some heavy progress.
I'm speeding my way through.
Absolutely. And you're 3 away from making it 100,000 doots. Now, because we're past the halfway point, you now get to be able to see the question ahead of you actually being able to answer it, but you don't get to see any of the options. So it gives you a little bit more of a sort of psychology as to whether you want to continue playing on or if you just want to bow out. Are you ready to see that sneak peek?
Sneaky peek me.
Okay, here we go. Which of these was not a lead singer in their respective band? Well, that doesn't really give you much, I'm afraid.
Mob me.
It's not even going to let me ask the question. We're just going to go straight for it. $75,000 doots. Dollars. Would be nice if it was dollars. Doots or mob is going to go straight for the mob.
Come on.
No deal. So, which of these was not a lead singer in their respective band? Was it Carlos Santana, Simon Le Bon, or Damon Albarn? Mob, please answer now. I'm going to say, even if you are eliminated, you can answer. You'll get some XP for doing so. Which of these was not a lead singer in their respective band? Carlos Santana, Simon Le Bon, and Damon Albarn. Mob is locked in. You got any clues on this, Rufus?
Yeah, a few. Well, I mean, there's a slight kind of clever dick answer, because I think Damon Albarn's been part of a few bands. He's sort of more the chief songwriter for Gorillaz. There are plenty of Gorillaz tracks where he doesn't really take lead vocals at all. But I'm assuming from Blur, where he definitely was the lead singer. Simon Le Bon, definitely the lead singer of Duran Duran. And Carlos Santana, quite famously a virtuoso guitarist. So I'm going to go with A, Carlos Santana.
Lock it in?
Locked in.
All right. Seem pretty confident. And Scooter just saying, well, never mind on my factoid. Okay. Locking in on A, Carlos Santana. The correct answer is... It is indeed A, Carlos Santana. Nicely done. That was a bit easier, yes. Admittedly so. And only one AI member getting that wrong. So it's going to get harder and harder as we get up to the higher echelons. We still have 3 human players in, actually. We still have Tipster, 8 Minky, and Matt the Ref, human-wise. And the rest, I think, are all AI. Oh, no, wait. Do we have any sneaky people like Toshi who likes to come in on the Japanese name and it doesn't work? No, Toshi's not here at the moment, so not coming in on sneaky names. So I think it's just the 3 human players left. Are you changed back to a regular English name? Okay, fair enough, Toshi. So only knock the 1 player out. Let's see the sneak peek of the next question. Which the following is not a team in Australia's Big Bash League? I wonder why you wrote that question, Bash and all of that. So, do you want to take the 75,000 doots, or do you want to play against the mob?
I mean, I do not have a hope of answering that question with any kind of knowledge. It would have to be total guesswork.
Do you still have 2 helps?
Yeah, go on then. I'll mob.
You're going to go for the mob? All right. It is 1 versus 32. The next question, which the following is not a team in Australia's Big Bash League? Your options are Melbourne Renegades, Melbourne Stars, or Sydney Lightning. Mob, please answer now. Which of the following is not a team in Australia's Big Bash League? Is it the Melbourne Renegades, the Melbourne Stars, or the Sydney Lightning? And I do not have a clue. Do you have a clue?
Well, no, not really. So I'm sort of trying to work it out. I think Australia's Big Bash is probably Aussie Rules, would be my guess.
Okay.
Now, if it is Aussie Rules and it's like the Big Bash League, then I would imagine all the it's a bit like roller derby. You know, all the teams want names that are dynamic and exciting and imply that great pain will be visited upon you if you cross them.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact there are 2 Melbourne teams there make me think that it's probably one of those that isn't one of them. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And if I was going to name an Aussie Rules team, I think Renegades is probably... You can imagine that with an Australian accent. The Melbourne Renegades. Oh, mate. Did you watch the Renegades last night? Oh, mate. Go on, you gate. That feels to me like it could well be a name. Sydney Lightning, again, fast, dynamic, high voltage. Whereas Melbourne Stars just sounds like it might be the name of a creche.
Never thought of it like that.
So my hunch is that it's Melbourne Stars. It just sounds so lame. But what I'm going to do is ask the mob.
Okay, fair enough. I think it's wise to ask at this point if you're not particularly certain. So this will pick 2 mob members out semi-randomly. 1 will have given the correct answer, 1 will have given an incorrect answer, and it will always try to pick a human player if they can do. It only picks of those that are still in play. So let's see who it picks. Oh, it does pick 2 human players. We've got Tipster, who chose answer C, Sydney Lightning, and 8Minky chose answer B, Melbourne Stars. Now, because of that, we do now know that the correct answer is not Melbourne Renegades, if I get my words out right. Just out of process of elimination. That one is now out, so if anyone's answered A, that is a wrong answer. It is now between B, Melbourne Stars, and C, Sydney Lightning. So, 8Minky and Tipster, why did you go with your answers? I'm going to look into Twitch chat right now. So, 8Minky went with B. I followed similar logic, trying to guess one of the extra Melbourne teams. Stars seems too similar to Lightning to me, so went for that. Okay, that makes kind of sense. And we're just waiting on Tipster. Tipster is, I know it's fast cricket. Oh, he thinks it's a cricket team. I've heard of Melbourne Stars, guessed between A and C. That was Tipster's hunch, thinking it's a cricket team. And fast cricket at that, so not your long test matches, but maybe sort of like your your 2020s or something, yeah. So does that help you in any way?
Not massively, because he said he'd heard of the Melbourne Stars. So, but if it was fast cricket, then actually Lightning would be a bit. We know it's not Renegades. And if you were going to name a team, you'd think Lightning, actually, if it's fast cricket, that would all sit rather well. So I wonder if there's a little bit of subterfuge going on there. And it's like, oh no, I've heard of the others. It's definitely them. So I'm going to go with Melbourne Stars, I think.
Tipster is also saying, I'm usually quite honest.
Yeah.
Usually the key word.
Most people are usually quite honest until they're, a witness in a murder trial. That definitely wasn't me. I'm normally very honest. Well, look, we always knew it was going to be a punt, so I'm going to keep punting. It could well be that there are 2 Melbourne teams, because we have, various cities in this country that have got, Man United and Man City. So there's no reason necessarily that there can't be 2 Melbourne teams. But I think on this occasion, I'm gonna opt for Melbourne Stars.
Like me to lock in B, Melbourne Stars as your answer?
Lock it in.
Okay.
Fingers crossed, Blaze of Glory.
Fingers crossed. Rufus Hound has locked in on B, Melbourne Stars. Is that the correct answer? No, it's not the correct answer. The correct answer was C, Sydney Lightning. Now, there's a bit of trickery here because... So, in the Big Bash League, Melbourne and Sydney do have 2 teams each. Melbourne Renegades and Melbourne Stars. Sydney Sixers is the first Sydney one, and the other Sydney team is Sydney Thunder. So they've just literally swapped Thunder for Lightning. Very, very frightening indeed. And yes, Lightning was not the correct, not a team in the Australia's Big Bash League, and therefore the correct answer in this case. Hard luck there, Rufus, but that's how it goes. I hope you had fun with that.
I've had a lovely day. Lovely meeting everyone. And shame I'm not going home with the speedboat, Jim, but maybe next time.
I can't provide a bus fare home either, I'm afraid.
Shucks.
But yeah,
good news is no one needs the bus fare home at the moment.
That's true. Everyone is self-isolating and staying locked down. Yeah, no one really needs the bus fares at all. But yeah, so that was what was everyone saying in chat there? Only Tipster wins. Yes, Tipster was the only surviving human player after that question as well, out of the 24 mob members remaining. I know we did have that massive eliminating question earlier. And everyone in chat just giving you a round of applause there, I think. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Let's do a quizzing. Rufus, for one more, people are saying. Apparently they want you to do one more game.
One more game. Well, I'm meant to be talking to my friends on Zoom in 10 minutes, but I'm up for it. Let's go.
You want to do another game?
Yeah, do it. If everyone is up for that, then I'm up for it. Might have to go a bit more quickly.
I mean, we can try and do a rush game of it, absolutely. So let's see if it does pick me as the next one again. It has not, which is disappointing. Let me try and fix that. Let's pick a new one and roll it. There we go. We can fix it in post. So if you want to join the game in Twitch chat, enter in the room code WFLL. Uno mas, indeed, etc. Let's get this game underway. Let's get a nice quick game of 1 versus 100. And if you're all ready, it is Rufus versus 100 once again. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies was a 2000 hit for which band? Was it Concern at the Party, Worry at the Rave, or Panic at the Disco? Mob, please answer now. Those familiar with my million doot drop, this was a repeat from a previous episode that we did, but for new people here, you probably haven't seen the question yet, so it's all fine. Mob's locked in. So, what would you like to go for, Rufus?
Very worried when I saw the question, very relieved when I saw the options. I'm going to see Panic at the Disco.
Lock it in. Here we go. Is the answer C, Panic at the Disco? Or is it D, Stress at the Drive-In? Or is it E, Mayhem at the Park? No, it is C, Panic at the Disco. And we got a few people there eliminated. I don't know if they've just dropped out or what have you, but Latino Lova, Quet, Johnny Jeeba, Howie Hawk, Grunkle Squeaky, Casual TVIP, if I get my teeth in, and Random Zombie getting that one wrong, as well as one AI. Not enough to talk of any dukes. Let's keep going. Question number 2 coming up. Which of these acids has an alternative name derived from the Latin word for ant? Is it methanoic acid, nitric acid, or citric acid? Mark, please answer now. Which of these acids has an alternative name derived from the Latin word for ant? Is it methanoic, nitric, or citric acid? Mob is locked in. This is not really coming to me straight away. Any clues on this one, Rufus?
No, not really. So methanoic is, you would think, like ethanol or, like methane, right? Methanic acid. So would ants be able to generate a methane-based acid? Nitric acid, I wouldn't have thought it was that either. But then, would the Romans have called an ant? So it can't be citric acid, can it? Because citra is always like lemons, fruits, all those kind of things. I can't think there'd be a crossover there with ants. So I think it's got to be nitric or methanoic. Methane? Do ants have the capacity to generate methane? I don't know. It seems unlikely. My hunch would be nitric, but can I poll the mob on B, nitric acid, please?
Sure, indeed. Yes. So let's go for a poll, and let's see how many of a mob went with B, nitric acid. 10 of the remaining 92 went with that answer. It seems unlikely to be the answer given that proportion, but maybe that's just stumped a lot of people. I don't know. So what does that make you think now then?
It makes me think it's probably methanoic. Metano? See, even that.
Which of these
acid has an alternative name?
It has an alternative name, yes. That's the bit we're looking for, is the alternative name. Not necessarily taking the word methanoic into a Latin form, but whatever its other name for methanoic acid would be.
I think it's going to be nitrate, citrate. Has an alternative name.
Yes.
Because the alternative name for citric acid is vitamin C. So I don't think vita. I mean, that's Latin for life. I don't think it's Latin for ant. And the fact that so few AI have gone for nitric makes me think that methanoic. I'm gonna lock it in a methanoic.
Okay, let's lock in a methanoic acid. Excuse me. Is methanoic acid the correct answer? It is indeed. The old name we're looking for is formic acid, and formica is the Latin for ant. And apparently in some languages it just literally means like ant liquid or ant acid or something. We say goodbye to Nanonic, Lingomaniac, Marblor, Catnip, H2O Sarah and Coolio on that question. Here in the Dutch language it's actually literally called ant acid. Not antacid, but ant acid. Literally those two words. That's really interesting to know. And yeah, nitric acid's other name is aqua fortis. As you say with the citric one, is going to be sort of like vitamin C along that line. Well, you're up to 5,000 doots. We're back into doot territory, and you're 5 away from doubling that up to 10,000. Do you want to take the 5,000 doots, or do you want the mob?
Mob me.
Mob in and go. 1 versus 75. The next question. Which girl band had a hit with Push the Button in 2005? Was it the one with Jerry Halliwell in, the one with Mutia Buena in, or the one with Nicola Roberts in? Mob, please answer now. Which girl band had a hit with Push the Button in 2005? Was it the one with Jerry Halliwell in, the one with Mutia Buena in, or the one with Nicola Roberts in? And this is the sort of 1 versus 100 style question where the answers are in themselves another kind of question. So you got any clues on this one, Rufus?
Yeah, again, this is right in my wheelhouse. So the one with Jerry Halliwell in was the Spice Girls. The one with Mucha Buena in was Sugar Babes. She was one of the original 3 in that lineup. By the time they finished, it was an entirely different 3 women, but they kept the brand. And the one with Nicola Roberts in is Girls Aloud, and I'm pretty sure Push the Button was Girls Aloud, so I'm going to say C.
C, locked in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, quote, they kept the brand. Is C, the one with Nicola Roberts in, the correct answer? Nope. The correct answer was B, the one with Mucha Buena in.
Was it by Sugar Babes, Push the Button?
Let's find out. Push the button question. Which girl band had a hit with Push the Button? Mucha Buena, Sugar Babes. Yep, Sugar Babes was the one behind Push the Button. You completely messed that part of the question up. You got everything else right. You identified all the bands correctly. Just failed to identify that Push the Button was a Sugar Babes track.
I was even singing the song in my head. If you're ready for me, boy. Yeah, I even as the question came up, I thought, I think that's Girls Aloud. And so, yeah, I've sold myself a duffer there.
Oh, well, that happens every now and again. Is just you just fail to find that little bit. You got everything else right though.
Yeah, well, yes, but as the old saying goes, you can still fuck it up.
Welcome to my channel.
Yeah.
Where we generally have fuck ups all the time. But I think that was a much fairer exit on the game than the other one was. And look at that time; it's now 2:45, so you can leave on time anyway. You just managed to do that just magically. Well, thank you very much for participating this evening on Quiz Night as our first special celebrity guest contestant.
It was a joy to be asked. If there is future occasions on which the community wishes to have me back to fully pick apart how stupid I actually am, then I am available through the usual channels, Ash.
Well, I imagine we can probably arrange that at some point in future and maybe get some more comedian friends as well along to have a bit of friendly rivalry here on Quiz Night.
No problem. Yeah, sounds fun.
Awesome. Right. Well, thank you very much. Have a great evening, Rufus, and we'll get in touch later, I guess.
Yeah, nice one, man. Have fun, everybody. Enjoy the quiz.
All right. Thank you very much, Rufus. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Woo. Well then. Amazing. Oh, well, that's a thing that happened, everybody. That's certainly a thing that's happened. So yeah. And everyone that got that question right, one of you will be the next one. So you could be taking the place of Rufus now. I'm kind of in a really weird way now after that, which it was a lot of fun, that. It was a lot of fun, that. So yeah, thank you for everyone tuning in so far. We're up to 60 viewers now. That's a lot of viewers. We're not done yet. We're going to keep going. Let's pick our next player. Who's going to be our next player? It's going to be Mr. Shadow Main is our next player. You can almost see why he's famous. I know. He's a great person. I'm going to tune into that. And hopefully Shadowmane is going to get in here. Hello, Shadowmane. Can you hear me, Shadowmane? Have I got this on correctly? Nope. Let's try that. Hello there, Shadowmane. I'm not hearing you at the moment. You are here. Yeah, I can see you there, but I'm not seeing your indicator go. I'm not seeing your indicator on Discord going. Nope, I hardly selectively mute anyone. Let me just do that and that. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Ah, there we go. Now I can hear you. There we go. We're all sorted.
There we go. Yeah, it's much better.
I just needed to rejoin the channel, that's all.
Discord does a thing.
Let me go live screen-wise on screen 2 so you can see it from Discord. There we go. Right, well, I need to calm down a bit. How are you feeling, Shadowmane?
I'm doing good. I had a couch to 5K run today, and I've got this new wired connection that's hooked up to my PC. So hopefully I should do pretty well on staying alive, the connection-wise, because there's been absolutely no stream like me tonight. This thing works a treat. This is a perfect way to break it in.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready to play.
Okay, we start as ever at the bottom of the table. 1 versus 100. Here's your first question. Which of these is the English translation of the final concerto of Vivaldi's The Four Seasons? Is it Wabbit, Winter, or Wasabi? Mob, please answer now. Which of these is the English translation of the final concerto of Vivaldi's The Four Seasons? Is it Wabbit, Winter, or Wasabi? Mob locked in. You got any clues, Shadowmane?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. The Four Seasons is about spring, summer, autumn, or fall, and then winter, isn't it? So I believe with that in mind, I'm going to be locking in winter.
Locking B, winter as your answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Locking winter.
Let's do that then.
It's a very good concerto. Love it.
Yeah, I've just noticed that as well, Egg. I need to sort that out. Yes, B, winter is the correct answer. I think while we do the next question, I'll tend to that issue. We've got Kieran and myself, because I forgot to answer, because of course Rufus
that
was
is
playing.
a lot of names going
Danny's out.
away.
Casual TVIP, Latin Olova, Caracampus, Johnny Jeeba, Random Zombie, Grunkle Squeaky, Looney Mooney Lupin, Didaz Fred, Howie Hawk, Quetz, H2O Sarah, Mattel, and Caffeine Boost, all getting that one wrong. I imagine a lot of people have actually left the game at this point. I think what I might do after the next one is picked and we've guaranteed who it is, that I'll actually go back to lobby and start a fresh lobby off, just so that we can get a lot of these eliminations out of the way, people that have left. Yeah, I'll be able to refresh the lobby after this game. But Shadowmane, you're already up to 1,000 doots, and you're one away from making that 5,000 doots. So I get to ask you the question already. Do you want the 1,000 doots or do you want the mob?
You know what? I'm a gambling man, so I'll take the mob.
You're gonna take on the mob?
Yeah.
Alrighty. It is Born vs 81. Your next question. On which American game show did security guard Emil Autori secretly hide a check worth up to $50,000 in a gift box before every episode? Was it Strike It Lucky, Treasure Hunt, or Take Your Pick? Mob, start answering. On which American game show did security guard Emil Autori secretly hide a check worth up to $50,000 in a gift box before every episode? Strike It Lucky, Treasure Hunt, or Take Your Pick? The mob is now locked in. You got any clues, Shadowmane?
Well, I'm trying to rule this out. Did Strike It Lucky or Take Your Pick ever have American adaptations? Because if they didn't, then that leaves one particular outlier. But at the same time, I could be entirely wrong. So I think I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to... Because I've asked them, and I've trusted them before, and on both accounts I've taken out. So I think I'm going to do the safe bit. I'm going to poll the mob on B, Treasure Hunt.
The poll on B, Treasure Hunt. Let's see how well that goes. Quite a few people going with that. 55. It's not all of them, but it's 55 of the 81 went with B, Treasure Hunt. So does that give you any clues?
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was Treasure Hunt, so I'm gonna take Treasure Hunt. I'm gonna lock it in.
Okay, let's lock in B, Treasure Hunt as your answer. Let's see if that is correct. I think that's adjusted the stream chat better now on stream. Yes, Treasure Hunt is indeed the correct answer. Well played. Panda's out, Simon's out, Cetra's out. Wayne, Lupine, Duplex, Applecast, Matt the Ref, Lion TK, Connor, Drahuska, T-Boner, Marbler, and Toshi, all getting that one wrong. And 11 AI. That's a total of 25 eliminated on that question, and we're already seeing ourselves near the halfway point. We're up to 25,000 dupes, and you're 6 away from said halfway point. So not enough for sneak peeks yet, but still get to ask you the Mobney question. Do you want the 25,000 dupes now, or do you want the mob?
Right, well, I've still got 2 helps, but at the same time, those 2 helps have taken me out on both of the other occasions that I've been here. But you know what? I'm feeling nice today, so why don't we take the mob?
Let's take on the mob. Here's 1 versus 56. Your next question. Who hosts the BBC Channel 4's game show 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown? Is it Richard Whiteley, Jimmy Carr, or Nick Hewer? Mob, please answer now. Yeah, it's not BBC Channel 4, it's just Channel 4. Who hosts the Channel 4 game show 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown? Is it Richard Whiteley, Jimmy Carr, or Nick Hewer? Okay, mob is locked in. You got any clues, Shadowmane?
Yeah, I think I do. I believe that is Jimmy Carr. I've actually watched a few episodes of 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. It's an absolutely hilarious take on the format, and I do remember vividly that Jimmy Carr is the man who hosts it, so I'm going to lock in Jimmy Carr.
Okay, let's lock it in. I mean, technically speaking, it's like Yorkshire TV, but that would be ITV, not BBC.
Yeah.
It's a Yorkshire TV production for Channel 4. Yeah, Jimmy Carr is the correct answer. I don't know if that's changed recently, but it certainly was in the past Yorkshire TV version production for Channel 4. Sophia is the only one getting that one wrong out of the human players plus 4 AI. You're just on the precipice. You're only 1 away from the halfway points, but not there yet. So
So tempting.
Still sitting on the 25k, and you're only one away from seeing sneak peeks. Not there yet, though. So I have to ask you the question again. 25k, still that. Do you want to take 25k or the mob?
Right. You know what? I want to get at least halfway this run, so I'm going to do one more run with the mob, at least one more run, and then we'll see how the rest pans out after that.
All right, let's keep going then. It is 1 versus 51. The next question. Which of these is the fusion of two current games on the US version of The Price is Right? Is it Price Swap Meet, Gas Money Game, or Blank Check Out? Mob, please answer now. Which of these is the fusion of two current games on the US version of The Price is Right? Is it Price Swap Meet, Gas Money Game, or Blank Check Out? Okay, Mob is locked in.
Right.
I don't really know this one, but I can't think of which of these are current games. I really don't know. Shadowmane, you got a clue?
This is an interesting one, because I'm trying to think of the games they have on the US version of The Price is Right. A Price Swap and Swap Meet 2 games. I was saying something like, I'm thinking like, Blank Check, that could be relating to how much is this thing worth. Oh no, then again, why do they write you how to check the things on The Price is Right? And then check out, I mean, that could be a shopping game, but Blank Check is really not looking good. And Gas Money, I mean, that could be a game about cars, but at the same time, Money Game also seems like, I think it'd be too generic to be on the press. You know what, I'm going to ask the mob on this.
Okay.
I'm going to see what they think on the Price is Right games.
Alright, well, let's see who of the mob it picks for your help. One will be right, one will be wrong. Let's see who it picks. We do have two human players. We have Harry, that went with B, Gas Money Game, and we have Car 7th, that went with C, Blank Check Out. So, Harry and Car 7th, you may state your reasons as to why you gave your answers. We do now know that the answer is not a Price Swap Meet.
That does make things trickier, because that was what I was leaning towards.
We'll wait for the respective players to give their reasons why. Yes, Lolmat, you can either do it publicly and it deletes your message, or you can whisper to Quizbot privately. Harry says, "This is my favourite US game show, so I know this one 100%. Wink, wink."
Harry said C, right?
No, Harry went with B, Gas Money Game. And Car 7th went with C, says calculated guess. So those are the reasons that they have given. This is my favourite US game show, so I know this 100% wink wink, or calculated guess. One is right, one is wrong.
Right.
And
So-
also, they don't have to be truthful in what they're saying either.
Right, yeah. Harry could be applying tipster logic. And as Rufus has clearly pointed out, as we can say whatever we want, but we could really have dubious intent. I'm sort of, like, at the same time, Gas Money and Money Game, I'm trying to picture those as Price is Right games. Gas Money does seem like a game you play with a car theme and a car aesthetic. But at the same time, Money Game seems a little bit too generic and bland to the Price is Right. Whereas I'm leaning more towards Blank Check, because it seems more you're writing on a check something, and like Check Out could be like a shopping game. But at the same time, Harry's really sown the seeds of doubt in my mind. So, you know what? I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory again, and I'm going to trust the mob on this.
You gonna use your final help?
Yeah.
Alright. Using the final help, so we're definitely getting an elimination anyway, so even after this, even if you didn't use your help, you would have had sneak peeks afterwards. But you are going to lock in to the human player's most popular answer, and you will have no more helps after this point onwards.
Right.
So, because now we're locked in, but I'm just curious, what option would you go for if you didn't have this feature?
If I didn't have this feature, I would have probably leaned towards blank checkout, because blank check and checkout are jumping out of my mind as two games that would feasibly appear on The Price is Right. But at the same time, yeah, I would lean more towards blank checkout than I would to Gas Money Game, in all honesty. But we'll just have to see what the mob said.
All right, well, let us find out indeed. The mob has locked you in on B, Gas Money Game.
Right, come on, Harry. Please. Please don't do me like Ape did. Oh, thank you.
It is the correct answer.
Oh.
And both of those games, Gas Money and Money Game, are typically played to win a car / an automobile. There is a check game, but not checkout. So those are the other options up there. But yeah, you were right to trust the mob. And you were right to trust Harry, I guess. Harry went for a complete punt. Panda's actually given me some more information in chat here. Gas Money is one where you try to avoid picking the car price, winning car if you never pick it. A Money Game is the one with 9 2-digit numbers, and you have to pick the first 2 and the last 2 of the car's price out of those 9 that you're given. All right, cool. Well, you are through. You are safe. We say goodbye to Danny Boy, Asset, Cast 7th, Tipster, AM and PM, and Coolio on that question. Still have a few human players left in play. We still have Kanoko the Cooper, Scoot the Dust, Clive of Legend, Toad Boy, Lingo Maniac, Harry Ape, Minky, the Gatekeeper, Egg Fried Cheese, Wooter, Catnip, and Score Count all still in play. It is 1 versus 36, but we do get to see a sneak peek of the next question. Are you ready for that, Shadowmane?
Yeah, let me see that sneak peek.
Okay. Which of these books' original UK editions was the longest by page count? Which of these books' original UK editions was the longest by page count?
I've got no helps, and I have no clue what the answers are going to be, because this is just a sneak peek. So you know what? I'm going to set the tone for tonight. I'm going to take the money and run. I'm going to take 75,000 dudes, and I'm going to bow out at this stage.
Taking the money? Final answer?
Yeah, I'm taking the money and running.
All right, he's going to do it. Taking away 75,000 dukes and leaving that question alone. And
someone else to suffer.
And we have a winner. And who is left in play? We still have Egg, Wooter, Ape, Gatekeeper, Catnip, Lingo Maniac, Harry, Score Count, Toad Boy, Clive of Legend, Scooter Dust, and Kanoko the Cooper. One of you will be the next one up. And yes, in fact, I will do that, but I need to pick who the next one is first. So I need to pick the next one, then I need to stop the game. Oh, how the hell do I do that? Oh, I will actually just have to kill the game to do that.
Okay. Yeah, you can just add a preference list.
Well, yes. What I'll do is I'll pick the next one out of this, so it picks correctly out of the remaining players. Once I've confirmed who that is, then I'll kill the game, start a new game up, start a new lobby, and then add them to the preference list. That's how it will work. So thank you very much, Shadowmane. I hope you have fun, and you'll now rejoin the mob.
All right, ta-ra, Ash.
Take care. And let's pick the next one. It has picked Lingo Maniac to be the next one. So, Lingo Maniac, at least confirm to me if you want to play the game or not. Doesn't have to be in Twitch. Oh, you are in Discord. Okay. Hello there, Lingo Maniac. Type. Hello there.
Hello?
You're playing voice. Yes, I can see because you're here. Right. He could have given it to you, Yag, but he decided not to. He wants to play the game. So let's kill the game. Kill it with fire. And then we will launch the game up again. 1 versus 100. Hashtag play the sting, get ready. There it is, start a new Twitch game. And now you'll need to join this room code. Including yourself, Lingo, otherwise it won't force you.
Oh yeah.
There we go. How are you doing today anyway, Lingo Maniac?
I'm doing alright. This is one of the rare times that I'm actually able to play in voice because I'm working from home.
Yes.
Happened for the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all in that kind of situation now, so it's It's strange for these kind of online stream events. It's become more convenient now that they're all sort of self-isolating and getting locked down. Yeah, I'm kind of fortunate in that regard. It's terrible to have to say that. But
I mean, I still hope that we can all get back to living our lives normally soon.
oh, absolutely, yeah. I for one definitely want that to happen at some point. Definitely want to get back to normality. I don't like being cooped up in the house all the time. But we've got 30 players in still. That's good to hear. 30 more seconds and then we'll start this game off. What even is normal? I don't know, Matt. Especially after all this has happened, who knows what's going to happen with this world? Because everyone suddenly realised, oh wait, teleconferencing ain't too bad. So there's going to be a lot of situations in like the business world where they won't bother with like in-person meetings. And if they're not bothering with in-person meetings, that means they're not going to be bothering with business class flights across the world, which means then the flight industry goes under and all that. So good luck flying around the world in the next couple of years because it could be difficult. I'm so glad I got my Japan trip in while I still could. So we're up to 31. 5 more seconds and I will start the game off. Says someone who's organising Q&A. Yeah, I know. Look, yeah, I know. Alright, let's start this game off, and it has correctly picked Lingo Maniac as our next one. Oh, you got a grant to go to Japan this summer. Oh, that is hard luck, Dupless. That really would have been really cool to do that. But yeah, given the situation we're in, all sorts is just gonna. It's just literally gonna screw everyone up in some way or another. More to some people more than others. Just and completely indiscriminately as well. It's a horrid situation, but yeah, the only thing we can do is just keep on going and just just keep on going, I guess. Are you ready to play, Lingo?
Yes, I am.
Good. All right. Start at the bottom of the table, as always. 1 versus 100. Here's your first question. Which athletic apparel company took its name from the Greek god of victory? Was it Nike or Nike, Adidas or Adidas, or Puma? Mob, please answer now. Which athletic apparel company took its name from the Greek god of victory? Was it A, Nike, B, Adidas, Adidas, or C, Puma? And this is apparently Toad Boy's first 1 versus 100 question to appear. Hey! Lingo Maniac, any clues on this one?
All right. Adidas, I think, was named after...
Hang on, I'm not even... Oh, I am sharing the screen. Ignore me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just looking at the stream itself.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I have chat collapsed, so...
That's all right.
I can't even look at it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Adidas, I think, was named after one of the founders. I mean, Puma is also like the name of a cat. So, logically, I would think it's A.
Okay. You feel confident to lock it in?
I'm not 100%, but you only live once. Let's lock it in.
All right. Let's hope not for a one-question elimination. Going with A, Nike or Nike. The correct answer is... Wow, pause for tension much. Yes, A, Nike is correct. We're doing it live! And Antoika and AI number 16 getting that one wrong. Antoika answered late and joined late, so that's where the elimination occurred there. That's all that happened. Everyone else getting it right, though. It's a strong mob we've got. Only 2 eliminations. We still have 1 versus 98. Let's keep going, then. Who plays James Moriarty opposite Benedict Cumberbatch in BBC's Sherlock? Was it Andrew Scott, Walter Scott, or Ridley Scott? Mob, please answer now. I think that's an I. Who plays James Moriarty opposite Benedict Cumberbatch in BBC's Sherlock? Is it Andrew Scott, Walter Scott, or Ridley Scott? And the mob is locked in. You ever seen any of the BBC Sherlock series?
No, I haven't. I don't really watch that much TV.
So this might be a difficult one for you, so you might need some help.
I get most of my entertainment through Twitch nowadays.
That's about the kind of thing that I am on. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube is generally my entertainment mix.
I do like Matt the Ref's answer, D. Great Scott.
D. Great Scott, E. Michael Scott, F. Scott Scott. Or Barry Scott.
Barry Scott.
Hi, I'm Barry Scott. Sorry, only UK people are going to get that reference.
Right. Well, I'm not a UK person, so that went over my head.
You know those infomercials.
Will probably know this one, so I think I'm going to trust the mob here.
You're going to go for a trust? All right. Let's lock in that trust. This will lock you into the mob's most popular answer. What is the mob's most popular answer? The popular answer is A. Andrew Scott. The correct answer is... Yes, A. Andrew Scott is the correct answer. And yeah, I guess Barry Scott's also someone familiar in Australia as well. I was not particularly aware of that, but hey-ho. Sophia, the only one getting that one wrong in our mob, as well as a few AI as well. So that's a total of 10 getting eliminated. You're into the doots. You're up to 1,000 doots. He is famous in the US as well. I guess he's just one of those infomercial TV guys. So if you're familiar with infomercials and that, then you probably do know who Barry Scott is. I mean, he literally says, "Hi, I'm Barry Scott," before he says anything else. And then he always ends with "bang" and the dirt is gone. But besides that, wonder how Barry Scott's doing in our current climate. I mean, cleaning products are definitely on the up at the moment, so "bang" and the coronavirus is gone could probably work.
If only it were that easy.
If only it were that easy. Lingomaniac, you're up to 1,000 doots. Do you want those 1,000 doots, or do you want to take on the mob?
I've got 2 more helps. I think we can press on.
We'll go on for the mob. Just like Billy Mays, rest in peace. 1 versus 88, the next question. Which of these has not hosted any version of Lingo? Is it A, Martin Daniels, B, Bill Engvall, or C, Wink Martindale? Mob, please answer now. And I've just realised this is from Duel. I think. It's certainly on a previous thing we've had. It's definitely a repeat question. However, was it a £1 million drop one? Oh, one of those. It's a repeat. I forgot to put questions back in the other way. Either way around. It's from something. Lingo Maniac. Do you have a clue? It's in your name.
I think it was a repeat. Yeah, I think it was on Million Dude Drop. But
okay,
I'm pretty sure. I think I got this right then.
Well, you've got a second chance now.
Yeah. I believe it was Wink Martindale who has not. I think Bill Engvall has hosted The Revival, and I know Wink Martindale has done a lot of stuff, but I don't think he's ever done Lingo. So yeah, Wink Martindale, lock it in.
Locking it in, okay. And Toad Boy lost a significant amount of money on this one, so we'll always forever remember the answer to this question. Correct answer is... Yes, it is C, Wink Martindale. Martin Daniels up there was of the UK version of Lingo, I want to say, from memory. Natter, the only player there getting that one wrong amongst the 10 AI as well. So that's, 9 AI for a total of 10 mod members again. And you're now up to 5,000 doots, and you're 8 away from making that 10,000 doots. So, let's ask the question again. Do you want the 5,000 doots, or do you want the mob?
I want the mob.
You want the mob. That's what we like to hear. 178. The next question. Oh, it's a long one. Jeff Maxwell and Debbie Sue Maffett hosted which short-lived series considered by many to be among the worst game shows ever made? Was it the Home Shopping Game, Shoppers Casino, or Bargain Hunters? Mob, please answer now. Jeff Maxwell and Debbie Sue Maffett hosted which short-lived series considered by many to be among the worst game shows ever made? Is it the Home Shopping Game, Shoppers Casino, or Bargain Hunters? We're getting a lot of game show related questions today. Lingo Maniac, do you have any clues on any of these game shows?
I don't think I've seen any of these. I know that one of these is sticking out because I remember it being on an episode of Game Show Garbage.
Okay.
It was torn to shreds. And I remember this one. It is somewhat of a punt here, but I do remember that Shoppers Casino had 2 hosts, and I know it was a stinker. So I'm gonna say B, Shoppers Casino. Lock it in.
Okay, you seem pretty confident. Is the correct answer B, Shoppers Casino? It is indeed. Well played. I've never heard of that. I'm going to have to look it up.
You're not missing much.
Okay, fair enough. Lupine 1, Catnip and 8 Minky getting that one wrong. Only 3 players getting that wrong amongst another 8 AI for a total of 11. And Panda says, no, you really don't. Okay, now I'm even more intrigued now you're saying things like that. I mean, Panda, you were the one to send me the link to Snoop Dogg's version of Joker's Wild, so yeah, thanks.
I still need to see how that is.
You're not missing much.
Okay, fair enough.
But it ended up being the subject of a question written about me for my Ash game, which I guess was part of the reason why he recommended me to watch the game show, just so I knew that factoid. Well, you're up to 10,000 doots now, 7 away from making that 25,000 doots. Would you like the 10,000 doots, or do you want the mob?
I want the mob.
You want the mob. Keep going then. Here's 167. The next question is, which of these is not considered a type of Manx cat? Is it Bumpy, Stumpy, or Rumpy? Mob, please answer now. Which of these is not? There is a not in the question. Which of these is not considered a type of Manx cat? Bumpy, Stumpy, or Rumpy? Where are you? And the mob is locked in. Any clues on this one, Lingo?
Not at all.
Alright, well, we do have the helps. We still have Ask and Poll to use.
Yeah, so think about what I want to do here. Is basically, I know if I was in the mob, I would basically just make a guess. So what I could do is, yeah, I can't really eliminate any, so I'm not sure if I want to poll. So I'm gonna ask the mob.
I'm gonna go for an ask. Alright, well, if you're not particularly certain that I need to eliminate, this is probably the best to do, because you will definitely get an elimination out of this. Presuming, of course, that we do get a difference of opinion. If everyone's given the correct answer, or if everyone's given wrong answers, then we can't actually do the ask, and it will get used up. Seems quite unlikely at this point. Still have 67 players against you, so I think we will get an ask to happen. Let's see who it picks. And indeed, we do get a pick. We've got Connor, that went with A, Bumpy. We have Toadboy, that went with C, Rumpy. So we know that the answer is definitely not B, Stumpy. So, Toadboy and Connor, please state your reasons. And while you do that, I'm going to read up the chat where we've got alternative answers of D, Grumpy, E, Lumpy, or E. Frumpy, or G. Mumpy, or H. Doc, or H. Ren and Stimpy, or F. Plumpy, or H. Mopey, or I. Doc, or I. Humpty Hump, or G. Terrence, or H. Philip. I don't know. Or K. Jumpy. How do you submit questions, Danny boy? Hit us up on the Discord, and there should be a channel in there called Q Writing. That gets you a link to the question writing database. Set yourself up an account on there, and yeah, we'll all be good. So Toad Boy that went with C says, I chose Rumpy because it just felt like a guess. I said the words Bumpy Cat and Rumpy Cat, and I felt Bumpy Cat was real. Okay. And Connor went with answer A, Bumpy, says, I really have no clue, but I think that there isn't a Bumpy Manx cat. What would one of these even look like anyway? Well, that's what you got to go off of. Connor that said, I really have no clue, but I think that there isn't a Bumpy Manx cat. What would one of those even look like anyway? And Toyboy that says, I chose Rumpy because it just felt like a guess. I said the words Bumpy Cat and Rumpy Cat, and I felt Bumpy Cat was real. So does that help you?
Well, at least I know it's not Stumpy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for the sake of survival, I'm going to pull the mob.
Okay, using the final
and
help.
I will pull on A, Bumpy.
Okay, using the final help on pulling the mob for A, Bumpy, just confirming that?
Yes.
Okay, let's see how many of our remaining mob members went with A, Bumpy. I think that might be good confirmation for you there. 61 of the 67 remaining mob members went with that particular answer. Does that give you a bit more confidence?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. No. Let's lock it in.
Okay, lock it in. Going with A, Bumpy. Correct answer is... Yes, A, Bumpy is the correct answer. Now, who got that wrong? Scooter Dust, Toadboy, Marblor. Those are the only 3 human players getting that wrong, and 3 AI. Well, we knew how many were getting eliminated on that one due to the poll, and we are now 1 versus 61. You have no more helps remaining. So, although we haven't hit the halfway point yet, you do get to see sneak peeks from this point onwards. So, there we go. Just looking at that. Yep. Right, let's see what that next question entails. The word dusra, used for a delivery in cricket, comes from which language? The word dusra, or dusra, used for a delivery in cricket, comes from which language? Would you like your 10,000 doots? Or do you want the mob?
I might have like a random guess that I would make, just like a gut guess that I would go with. And the fact that we are very close to that next level.
Mm-hmm. Only one away from making it 25.
Sure, why not? Let's go one more.
Go for one more take on the mob. So now locked into having to give an answer. The word dusra, used for delivery in cricket, comes from which language? Is it Bengali, Urdu, or Punjabi? Mob, please answer now. The word dusra, used for delivery in cricket, comes from which language? Is it Bengali, Urdu, or Punjabi? Well, I kind of figured it was going to go down that particular route. Lingo, any of those scream out at you?
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of this. At this point, I would say if anything's screaming out at me, I would guess C Punjabi. So yeah, lock it in.
Lock in C
It's a
Punjabi?
guess.
Yeah?
I guess so. I mean, I might as well not mince words here.
Alright. The best punt of a guess we've got, C Punjabi. The correct answer is... No, the correct answer in this case was B, Urdu. Meaning the other one or the second one is usually a delivery used by off-spinners that turns in the opposite direction to a regular off-break delivery, for anyone that knows those particular cricketing terms. Unlucky there, just falling foul on some difficult options. And Score Count also wants to ask you the question, is someone, yourself or someone in the background, currently playing Animal Crossing?
Yes.
Well, there you go, Score Count. There's confirmation for you. Yes is the answer. Someone is indeed playing Animal Crossing. That explains the noises. And so, unfortunate on that final question there, Lingo Maniac, but I hope you had fun.
Yeah, this was fun. I mean, the questions are only easy if you know them, and I just got unlucky with this run of questions.
Absolutely, yes. Well, thank you very much for playing. You can return to the mob and hopefully have more luck on some future questions. In the meantime, go and have fun with Animal Crossing in the background.
All right.
Catch you later, and it's time to pick another one. The questions have been tough, yeah, but that's just how it goes, I guess. Okay, let's pick a next one. It's a me, Wooter17. Wooter, you are our next one. You'll pass? Alright. Well, thank you very much for passing on. I just want to make certain that is the case. So I'm going to get a re-roll on this one. Who's going to pick in place of Wooter's position? It is going to be Harry. Harry is our next one. What do you mean, wait, don't actually pass on? Well, we're going to be here forever. Well, maybe. Depends. Hello there, Harry.
Hello.
So, time to settle in for the extended edition of 1 vs 100.
Is Samster in the mob?
I haven't seen Samster, I don't think. No.
Okay, we stand a chance then.
Tipster's in. Tipster's in though. Yeah, Tipster and the Panda are currently in the mob. So yeah, we've got some challenging players for you. So we could go the distance. Who knows? How are you doing in this the lockdown situation, Harry?
All right. I'm kind of. I don't know what's happening with my university exams, which is interesting.
I mean,
because they've been on site, have been cancelled, obviously.
Sure.
And they said they were going to email us today to say what they were going to do by assessing us, but they haven't. So that's nice. So just waiting on that.
Yeah.
Apart from that, it's been all right.
Well, there's going to be all sorts of crazy stuff to do. I mean, how are they going to give GCSEs, AS, and A levels to students? How's university going? Everything's just going to break at this point.
Yeah, I think they're doing like the school exams are based on like your mocks and your predicted grades and stuff like that. I think
that's what it feels like. Yeah. Because we do
really
those.
You don't really do predicted grades at university.
No, it's just not a thing, is it?
No.
So yeah, who knows what's going to happen with the class of 2020? Anything can happen. Well,
we don't get the funny hats. We get funny gas masks.
Just imagine that right at the end. You're celebrating the end of the coronavirus. We'll throw the masks in the air. You ready to play, Harry?
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay, let's go then. It is 1 vs 100. First question: what name is given to the clusters of nerve endings on the tongue used to provide the sense of taste? Is it taste mates, taste buds, or taste chums? Mob, please answer now. I was wondering where this is going. What name is given to the clusters of nerve endings on the tongue used to provide the sense of taste? Is it taste mates, taste buds, or taste chums? All I can think of with chums is the SMTV live version of Friends. If anyone in the UK remembers that, Antidec did a version of Friends, but they called it Chums instead. Anyway, any clues on this one, Harry?
Oh, I really want it to be Taste Mates. B, Taste Buds.
All right, let's lock that in. Alternative answers in chat include D, Taste Friends, E, Taste Bros, E, Taste with Benefits, F, Taste Caps, F, Taste Mants, and yes, B, Taste Buds is the correct answer. Let's see. You got that right. And Toika didn't, and Super Patrick did not get that right. They may have timed out or no longer participating. Either or.
One of them is apparently AI.
Also, one has just been assimilated into the Borg or something along those lines. 5 get eliminated though. Not enough for any money or doots. So let's keep going. Question number 2. In the video game LA Noire, the main protagonist shares his first name with which of these people? Is it the inventor of penicillin, the mascot of Mad Magazine, or one of the twin actors on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Mob, you can start answering if you want. In the video game LA Noire, the main protagonist shares his first name with which of these people? Is it the inventor of penicillin, the mascot of Mad Magazine, or one of the twin actors on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? I honestly did not think that was going to be any of the options. Okay, any clues, Harry?
Well, I played LA Noire, and I've watched people play it, and the main protagonist is called Cole Phelps, and Zack and Cody, weren't they? Is that Cole and Dylan Sprouse? I think they were the two twins that played some of them. I don't know. Because one of them had a scandal, or sort of some sort, an adult scandal. I'll leave it at that. Okay. I think I'll go for C. One of the twin actors on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Lock it in?
Yeah, lock it in.
Locking in on C, one of the twin actors on the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Is that the correct answer? Absolutely correct answer. And yeah, you're right. Cole and Dylan Sprouse, their names. Toadboy getting it wrong, Duplis wrong, Catnip's wrong, Ape is wrong, Marbler is wrong, and that's all she wrote. Those are the human players getting it wrong. 5 human and 21 AI also getting that wrong. And you are fast-tracked up to 1 versus 69. Teehee. And you're on 10,000 doots. 9 away from the next level of 25,000 doots. Yes. So, would you like to take that 10,000 doots? It's pretty nice. Or do you want to take on the mob?
Well, if Elias is still in, I'll have to carry on playing.
Take on the mob? All right. And take care, Duplis. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good evening. Here's 1 versus 69. Your next question. Which of these words appears in one of Shakespeare's plays? Is it honorific happy? Oh, you would do. You really would do, you guys. Mob, start answering. Which of these words appears in one of the Shakespeare's plays? Is it honorific habilitudinatibus? Or is it B, anti-disestablishmentarianism? Or C, floccinacu... That's the really stupid one. Ipification. I wasn't expecting you to do a freaking... Make Ashley say things in the answers. Leave it to the questions, please. Harry, any clues?
Well, anti-disestablishmentarianism is to do with how, like, something to do with the church. It's like a quadruple negative or something to do with the church and being anti the church or something. And flocky is
just shorten it to flocky.
It's something to do with something. Actually, I can't remember the definition of the word, but I'm pretty sure it's honorific. that was used in one of Shakespeare's plays. So A is my final answer.
Okay, let's lock in. A. Honorific habilitudinitatibus. Kind of. Correct answer is... Yes, it is indeed the correct answer.
I'm pretty sure it's a hapax legomenon.
Wayne and Kanoko and Connor and AM and the PM and Saphira and Cetra and Shadowmane and Clive and Woota and Matt and Danny Boy and Nata and Scorecat and Scooter Dust all getting that one wrong. 14 human players out, 8 AI out, total of 22 eliminated. Do we still have the... Where's the panda? Is the panda not playing? I know the panda's in chat. Has he just not been playing? Or is he hidden behind... Oh, he's hidden here. He's hidden behind the eliminated board. That's where he is. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I was wondering where you were, Panda. I was like, okay. So we've still got Tipster in play. We still have the panda behind the eliminated board. We have Simon. Welcome, Simon. We still have Lingo Maniac, Rahuska, Egg Fried Cheese, and Lupine, and Car7 at the bottom row. I think that's everyone. I can't see anyone else hidden by anything else, so there we go. And you know a factoid about the answer? Go. I mean, yeah, lay it on us while I talk to Harry about the situation we're in. We're currently past the halfway point already. 50,000 dupes, so we get to see a sneak peek. And Panda saying the correct answer is the longest word that alternates consonants and vowels.
I didn't know that.
Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. 1vs47. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. Jason Manford hosts which 2020 BBC One game show? I know this. I wonder if it's a trap though. Would you like to take the 50,000 dupes? Or do you want to take on the mob?
Well, I know the actual answer. I know the name. And Elias is still in, and Tipster's still in, so you know, I can't have a short game, can I? That's against the rules. I have to go mob.
You have to go against the mob. It's just that's the law, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
If it's not over half an hour, what are you doing?
Okay, Jason Manford hosts which 2020 BBC One game show? Which of these is the answer? Is it the one most relevant to Leviticus 11:7, the one most relevant to Exodus 20:14, or the one most relevant to Matthew 20:16? It is a trap! Alert! It is the trap! The one most relevant to Leviticus 11:7, the one most relevant to Exodus 20:14, or the one most relevant to Matthew 20:16? Right. The mob is locked in. So you know the title of the show we're talking about?
Yeah. Oh Christ. I'm trying to remember any Bible stuff. What one's? No, I don't think that's the. I don't think that. I think the Exodus one's the adultery run. Something to do with adultery. It's like, don't be doing adultery. It's bad.
Sorry, I'm just reading the factoid that Clive has put in.
I don't know if I want to reveal what the game show is in case I need to use one of my helps.
Fair enough.
Because if I, for example, if I ask, they can pull me off.
I repeat, this is asset relief program.
I don't think it's Exodus, but I don't know between Leviticus and Matthew. Can I poll on? I don't have a coin to.
Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way, Shadowmane.
Randomizer 1 to 2. Hang on. What's the Google thing? Is it RNG 1 to 2?
It's just called toss a coin on Google.
Oh, is it?
Toss a coin.
Okay, toss a coin. Heads for A. All right. It went tails, so pole on C.
Okay, that's a very highly technical way of doing it. Also, Oatmink is saying, why are you Googling?
That's true.
Okay, so confirm you want to poll for C?
Yeah, pole on C.
Okay, so let's see how many of our remaining mob went with C, the one most relevant to Matthew 2016. The majority, 31 of the 47 remaining mob members, chose answer C. Let's see of the human players. So Panda went with this, Tipster did, Drahuska did, Car7th did. I think that's all the human players that I can see. The ones that did not, Lupine 1, Simon, and Lingo Maniac did not give this answer. So it's kind of nearly, well, it's the majority of the human players went with this answer, and 3 did not go for this answer. So, does that give you any clues?
Well, I trust statistics and that the AI will also more I can't speak. They're more likely to pick the correct answer, I believe. And Elias and Tipster both went for C, so I'll go for C.
And Egg didn't go with C either. So do you want to go with C? Lock it in?
Yeah, I'll still go with C.
Okay. Going with C, the one most relevant to Matthew 2016. Correct answer is... Yes, it is. Quote...
Thank you, Elias.
Quote,
Thank you,
so the
Tipster.
last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen. Which sort of describes the game for the contestants on first and last, which was the name of the game show we were talking about. For the others up on the board, their exodus was "Thou shalt not commit adultery," as you said. Also says here, good advice for any contestant on Strictly Come Dancing. Just throwing a bit of shade there, thanks Clive. And the Leviticus 11:7 quote is, and the pig, though it has a divided hoof, does not chew the cud, it is unclean for you. So put down that Saturday night takeaway. Thank you for the factoids there, Clive. On that question there, Lupine, Simon, Lingo, and Egg getting that wrong, and smattering of AI as well. A total of 16 got eliminated, and you're now up to 1 versus 31. You still have 2 helps in play. You're 1 away from making it a cool 6-digit sum of 100k. Let's see the sneak peek of the next question. In which Friday the 13th film did Jason Voorhees finally get his iconic hockey mask? That's a good question, that. In which Friday the 13th film did Jason finally get his iconic hockey mask? However, it could be a trap, who knows? Do you want to take the 75,000 doots, or do you want to play on against the mob with 2 helps remaining?
Well, like I said, Elias and Tipster are still in. Gotta carry on playing.
Keep going for the mob?
Yeah, I'll go more.
Alright, gonna keep going. It is 1 versus 31. Question again, in which Friday the 13th film did Jason Voorhees finally get his iconic hockey mask? Was it the film that introduced Tommy Jarvis, the film that was first shown in 3D, or the film that has Pamela Voorhees as the killer? It is a trap. It is a trap. Mob, you need to answer. In which Friday the 13th film did Jason Voorhees finally get his iconic hockey mask? Was it the film that introduced Tommy Jarvis, the film that was first shown in 3D, or the film that has Pamela Voorhees as the killer? Youch. So, Harry, can you dissect any of this information?
Why am I getting trapped?
Clearly the game show knows you.
Oh dear. I shouldn't know me. I've only played like twice before.
It's kind of like assimilated from all the Duel episodes and things as well.
Maybe, yeah. They've been chatting to each other. Christ.
You at least have the luxury of thinking about it, so the mob
I
do
do.
not.
God. I have really no idea.
Well, lucky for you, you do have 2 helps still.
Yeah, I do. Thing is, without any idea, Ask a Mob could literally just be completely useless. Because, seeing as it's a trap, they might not know. Because I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd part. but I don't. I can't remember anything about the films.
But do you feel confident in trusting the mob?
Not really. How many people are still in play? Is it 4?
Of humans, yeah.
Yeah. So 4 humans, 2 need to get it correct.
For the majority, yes.
Yeah. Well,
Indeed it was, Matt. Indeed it was. It was Friday the 13th 2 weeks ago. I don't think that's particularly relevant, unfortunately.
that would be really interesting if it came up then. But I think I'm going to trust. I lock in trust, and if I go down, they go down with me.
Fair enough. We are locked in on the trust. Just out of curiosity, which one of the 3 would you go for, Harry?
Oh, I don't want to say because
I want to know.
Oh, Christ, I don't know.
So you're saying it's like it's sort of you think it's the
I thought it was
part?
the third part. Yeah.
Do you think they would have done a 3D tie-in on the third part to tie in on that 3?
Maybe. I'd probably go C, but I don't know.
You probably would have gone see Pamela Voorhees as a killer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what the remaining human players have locked in for you. They've gone with B, the film that was first shown in 3D. The correct answer is... It is the correct answer, and yeah, Friday Part 3 is the 3D one. So you were right in saying it was the third part, just didn't match it up with the rest. Pamela Voorhees was the killer in the original film, Part 1, and Tommy Jarvis was introduced in Part 4. So there's some extra information for you for any future questions about Friday the 13th. But you managed to get through, and only Drahuska failing to
In which Friday the 13th film was Pamela Jarvis?
Pamela Jarvis? No, Pamela Voorhees.
But yeah, Pamela Voorhees. Sorry.
Pamela Jarvis would be an interesting one. So only 2 AI and Drahuska getting it wrong. So, but you are through now up to 100k. We have 3 human players left to pick from, and you still have 1 help to use. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. Which Roman emperor was the first to convert to Christianity after being baptized on his deathbed in 337 Common Era? Do you want to take the 100k that you currently have banked, or do you want to take on the mob? Bearing in mind, your other 2 players there that you're asking about are still in play alongside Car 7th.
They are. I know the answer. It's probably going to be a trap. But I know the actual answer, so I'll go with it. I'll go mob.
We go for the mob. Yeah, CE is Common Era and BCE is before Common Era. It's like BC and AD, but not quite. So that's the question again. Here are your answers. Is it Hadrian, Diocletian, or Constantine? Mob, please answer now. Which Roman emperor was the first to convert to Christianity after being baptized on his deathbed in 337 Common Era? The A, Hadrian, B, Diocletian, or C, Constantine? Whiskers, hello. We have a Whiskers in chat. So, Harry, it's not a trap, so do you know this one then?
Yes, I believe that was Constantine. Constantine the Great, I think it was his full title. So yeah, C, lock in.
Lock in, alright. Very confident, no hesitation, going with C, Constantine. The 4th help is now unlocked. Yeah, Whiskers is here to help you now. Correct answer is indeed C, Constantine, although sometimes she's not really much of a help, more of a hindrance. She presses things by accident and...
randomly presses B.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, unfortunately, the 3 human players did get that right. They are still in. We only eliminated AI, 7 AI in total. Which is different than Constant teen who is whiny and claims to know more than they really do, ticking off their mother. Thank you, 8. So you're still sitting at 100k. You are 1 away from making that a $250,000. And yes, 3 human players are still standing. So let's see the sneak peek of the next question. You probably know what's going to happen after. Which of these sketch comedy shows had the highest number of seasons?
Oof.
And we're not going to see said sketch comedy shows, but yeah, which of these sketch comedy shows had the highest number of seasons?
Wow.
It's going to be difficult because you don't know really which it's going to pick until they actually do get picked. But it may even be a trap, who knows? So, Harry, do you want to take the 100k or do you want to take on the mob?
It really depends on what TV shows come up and whether it's a trap or not. Is it the one with this on?
It could be.
I'll take it. I mean, as in, I'll take the mob.
Take on the mob?
And I hope I hope I can answer this question correctly. That's gonna be the plan.
Yeah, so Fury hasn't reached the threshold to make the next level, so it's still at 100k. Which of these sketch comedy shows had the highest number of seasons? Your answers are In Living Colour, Monty Python's Flying Circus, or Mad TV. Mob, please answer now. Which of these sketch comedy shows had the highest number of seasons? Was it A, In Living Colour, B, Monty Python's Flying Circus, or C, Mad TV? It's got a good mix there. Good international covering, I guess. Harry, any clues?
I don't think Monty Python's Flying Circus had a large number of seasons. So I think I'm gonna rule that one out for now. And I haven't actually heard of either of the other ones. I really don't want to use my last help here. I'm gonna go a bit of Grunkle logic. Actually, I don't know if is Grunkle logic literally just a guess.
It's a well-informed guess that always tends to be the correct answer.
Okay.
So if you invoke it, it's basically
Yeah.
I'm going to get the right answer, and then as soon as it doesn't yield the right answer, then we can't call it Grunkle logic anymore.
That's true. That's true. Do I want to? Do I want to put that in danger? Oh, and then maybe Grunkle will be out of powers. Maybe that's the play for Joel.
That's the one.
We get this wrong.
Mind games.
Wrong on purpose. Then Grunkle logic won't work in Joel season 3. No, I think I'm gonna not say B because I think it had like fewer than 5 seasons. Monty Python's Flying Circus. Do we say seasons or series in the UK? I don't actually know. I've forgotten.
I think we say series, they say seasons, but they're analogous.
Yeah. I was just wondering because it's been put into my brain that they're both used. But I think I'm gonna go for. I think I'm gonna ask. Use my final help.
Use the final help? All right.
Grudgingly use my ask.
Well, maybe with the hope that someone went with B as a sort of elimination? Is that what you're thinking, to go with this way?
Yeah, that's my hope.
Well,
or they all went for the same one.
I mean, that is a thing that could happen. If they all do answer the same way, then the ask just disables itself. So, you want to confirm using ask?
Yeah, I'm going to use the ask.
Okay. Harry's using the final help, using the ask. Let's see who out of the remaining 21 mob members it picks. We have a human, we have an AI. AI 24 went with A in living colour and says, I was double checking to see if there was a not in the question and I ran out of time, so I hit something randomly. It happened to be A, I guess. And
Sounds like me.
Tipster went with C, Mad TV. So we definitely know now that the Monty Python's Flying Circus is a wrong answer.
Damn. Oh well.
So it didn't eliminate the answer you wanted to eliminate, but
But
has
it did
eliminated
give me an
that answer.
AI.
So, Tipster, you need to give us your reasons why. You don't have to be truthful, obviously. Tipster saying, I know Monty Python had very few seasons. Mad has at least double figures. Don't know about A. So, that's their reasoning. Does that help you?
Well, seeing as they all went for C, seeing as there was an AI, I'm gonna plump for C. I think trust good old Tipster.
Lock in C, Mad TV is your answer?
Yeah, lock in C.
Okay. Let's see how that goes for you. Is Mad TV the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Yes, for a total of 15 total seasons. Monty Python lasted for, I think, from looks of things, 5 years. So that could be 5 or 6 seasons. Doesn't actually say. And Living Colour lasted for 5 seasons from 1990 to 1994. So Mad TV was well ahead of all those by an additional 10. But it's the right answer, so you're through. What did I do to these AI? Apparently, they're really good because only one AI got eliminated on that question. So, if that AI number 24 had also went with the right answer, then it would have actually triggered a not use of the ask. So, you just have to thank that AI for answering incorrectly.
Thank you.
Because otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten any help whatsoever. You're now sitting on a cool $250,000. You're 10 away from making it a $500,000. Let's see. Well, you have no more helps now, but your 3 human players are still in. Let's see the next question. Due to contractual obligations and widespread advertising, a bottle of what brand name item cost only 5 cents from its creation until 1959? You want to take the $250,000, or do you want to take the mob? Difficult one, really, without seeing the answers.
It is, but I've kind of backed myself into a corner saying that I want to just carry on going. So I guess I'm going to carry on going.
Take on the mob?
Yep.
Alright. The mob it is. It is 1 versus 20. And the next question is indeed this one. It is Ape Minky's question, and your 3 answers are Heinz Ketchup, Coca-Cola, Bayer Aspirin. Mob, please answer now. Due to contractual obligations and widespread advertising, a bottle of what brand name item costs only 5 cents from its creation until 1959? Is it Heinz Ketchup, Coca-Cola, or Bayer Aspirin? 3 completely different domains of bottled substances. I've got no clues on this one, Harry.
Could you help me here? Could you get Whiskers back? I don't know. Coca-Cola was definitely around before 1959. I do believe Heinz is probably around. Don't know about Bayer Aspirin, never heard of them. When I think of bottles, I think of drinks, and so I'm gonna just get it over and done with and say B, Coca-Cola.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
Okay. Going with the theoretically obvious answer. Was that the right way to go? It was the right way to go. Well played. It's a guess, but a guess will work. And 4 AI getting that wrong. Your 3 human players are still standing.
Can they get it wrong already, please?
You're down to 1 versus 16. And further information, after renegotiating a 70-year contract, the head of Coca-Cola tried to get President Eisenhower and the US Treasury to make a 7.5-cent coin version for vending machines, since they thought a dime, i.e. double the value of the 5-cent nickel drink, was too much of a price increase. So yeah,
Imagine if you could get one for a dime today.
Yeah,
that'd be insane.
absolutely. I don't know if it was. Well, it was created for weaning off. Was it weaning off of caffeine, or was it weaning off of something else? But then, obviously, with cocaine, which is generally not a good idea. They don't. Go on.
I know that medically, what was it? It was heroin was introduced to wean people off of morphine addiction, and morphine was introduced to wean people off of just standard opiate addiction.
Yep.
So
it's just something to replace the something to replace the something to replace. There's no fix for it. It's just replacing it with something else that's equally or worse. Nonetheless, you did get the question right. You got 4 eliminations out of it. Still sitting on 250,000. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question, I guess. Which of these is not one of the real names of the DC Comics heroes from the 13-issue miniseries Just Imagine? Well, now we're getting into real troublesome territory. Do you want to take the 250,000 dudes? Or do you want to take on the mob?
Oh,
Betty by time is not quite yet, Panda. I will say that. It's not quite yet.
Yeah, it's only 10. I can keep this going for another 2 hours. They're still in. I have to go for it. Mob, lock in.
Taking on the mob. All right, let's keep going. It is 1 versus 16. Which of these is not one of the real names of the DC Comics heroes from the 13-issue miniseries Just Imagine? Is it Len Lewis, Billy Batson, or Ramon Raymond? Mob, please answer now. Which of these is not one of the real names of the DC Comics heroes from the 13-issue miniseries Just Imagine? Len Lewis, Billy Batson, Ramon Raymond. And that's the mob locked in. How are you on your comics, Harry?
Oh, could be better. But I recognise Len Lewis. I think is he the Green Lantern? I think Len Lewis is the Green Lantern. So that leaves Billy and Raymond. I'm assuming it's Raymond. Could be Ramen, I guess. I don't know.
I was reading it as Ramon Raymond. I don't know.
Oh, it might be. I think Raymond sounds quite funny.
It probably makes more sense to read it as that, yeah.
Apparently it's ramen. According to Matt.
Ramon.
The fact that it's B Billy Batson is making me chuckle, so I'm gonna go down the middle and go for the triple alliteration there. And lock in B.
Going for B, Billy Batson on the triple alliteration. Lock it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite Grunkle logic, but...
Going down the middle. Is it the right answer? You keep happening upon the correct answers. Well played.
Deary me.
And who do we have eliminated? Car 7th is out. Panda and Tipster are still in.
No, why?
But we're into the final row now. You're at 500,000 dupes and you are now 9 away from the top prize. 7 AI, Panda, and Tipster stand between you now. Just trying to read some information here. Len Lewis is the reimagined Green Lantern, and Ramon Raymond, or however you say it, is the reimagined Aquaman. So,
okay.
And Billy Batson is the actual name of DC hero Shazam, not reimagined in this case. And Lee's version kept Shazam and the heroes of the name Captain Marvel separate. Okay, fair enough. So there we are.
Does that mean that it was Ramon Raymond was in the Aquaman film that was recently released?
Well, this is
because if that's what he was called, then that shows you how much I paid attention.
Well, this is in this reimagining. I don't know if the reimagining is different or canon in the same way or not. This is confirming. No, it was Arthur Curry was the was the name. So they were.
I don't recognise that either. So yeah.
I was at this stage last week and look what happened. Yes, that's what Matt said. Yeah, Matt was at this current situation, but then lost it all. So 9 away. It can be done, but you say you do have Panda and Tipster and 7AI to still get through. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. Which of these dollar amounts was in one of the 26 cases on the standard nighttime version of Deal or No Deal in the US? I feel a trap coming along with this one. I really feel a trap with this one.
Oh great.
So, do you want to take the $500,000 doots?
Oh, I really hope it's like the amount you get for stage 3 1 versus 100. Please, I'm gonna take it just to find out whether it's a trap like that.
That would be a good meta, wouldn't it? Do you want to take on the mob?
I want to take it just see what it's like.
Okay, here we go then.
I'm gonna fucking go. I'm gonna clap.
Here are your answers.
My apologies.
Oh, $2,000, $15,000, $300. Mob, start looking in your answers. It's not a trap. Which of these dollar amounts was in one of the 26 cases on the standard nighttime version of Deal or No Deal in the US? Was it the $2,000, the $15,000, or the $300? Mob is locked in. I don't know.
It's not an RTF. It's not an RTFQ, is it?
No, there's no no in there.
Okay, good.
These was in. It's not a no.
Okay, good. Just because half the time when I get knocked out or something, it's because there's a bloody no.
Yeah.
That's a pain. Because they all seem fairly. I think 15,000 seems like the least likely. I think. I never really watched Deal or No Deal in the UK, but this is about the US one, so I guess it might not even help.
We didn't have 26 sealed boxes, Tipster. We had 23 or 22 or 23, depending on which version you saw.
I think there's bound to be a 1,000 box, isn't there? Unless the Americans have really gone off the rails. And I think you're more likely to see larger jumps as you get larger amounts. So I think it's more likely that you'd get a 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 than you would get like a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Because otherwise they're going to be paying out more money on average. So seeing as I think that 15,000 is the least likely, and I can't bother to go through that logic again because that took a while, I'm going to say in C for 300, lock in.
Lock in C?
Yeah.
Okay. Also noticed in chat, Panda's having to step away for a few, so if Harry moves fast, he will eliminate him by default.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
I'd rather not. Is the correct answer C, $300?
We can wait. Well, I can wait.
Yes, $300 is the correct answer up there. Who got it wrong? 4 AI getting eliminated again. It's now 1 versus 5. 3 AI, 2 human left in play. I can tell you that the full money tree of Deal No Deal was 1 cent, $1, $5, 10, 25, 50, 75, then 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 750. That's on the left side of the board. Then the right side of the board goes 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, so it skips over the 15 entirely. 50,000, 75,000, 100, then 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 750,000, and then $1 million.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it got a bit crazy. Our highest two were 125 and 250, so it's just straight doubling on the end, whereas the US one actually had a $750,000 option in the mix there. Quite interesting. Way top heavy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's very top heavy. So Did not miss a question, Panda. No, we've just finished the deal or no deal question, so you are still in time. 1 versus 5, 3 AI, 2 human. Let's see the sneak peek of the next question. How long is a week?
Oh no!
How long is a week?
Oh, imagine the clip if I back out now.
How long is a week, everyone? In what unit of time? In what trap are we going to go with? I have no idea where this is going to go.
Man doesn't know how long a week is. Back to that question.
Looks like the 2 plus 2 question. Absolutely, Drahusky, yes.
I can't back out on this, can I? I mean, if it's a trap, it actually, I guess it favours me, right? Because if it requires calculation,
that's true, because they'll only have a few seconds to do it.
So, based on that, and hopefully my knowledge on knowing how long different amounts of time are, I'm going to go for the mob.
Go for the mob?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to say is, good luck with these answers. How long is 1 week? Your options are the length of the Third Arab-Israeli War, the length of Frank Ford's Australian Premiership, or the length of Lady Jane Grey's reign as Queen of England. Mob, please answer now. How long is a week? The length of the Third Arab-Israeli War, the length of Frank Ford's Australian Premiership, or the length of Lady Jane Grey's reign as Queen of England? Okay, the mob is locked in. And Panda apparently feels a little dirty answering this because I think he proofed it. Yes, the Panda approved this question 2 weeks ago, so he does have insider knowledge. Harry, do you have any clues on any of these durations?
Well, Lady Jane Grey is known as the 9-day Queen, I think. And if I'm not mistaken...
I'm going to say, is a week 9 days long?
A week is not 9 days long. Christ. How long were the Arab-Israeli War and his Prime Ministership? I mean, it's probably going to be like... Judging... They're probably both close, seeing as Lady Jane Grey's up there with 9, so it's probably like a 7, 8, 9, 10, or a 6, 8. No, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm doing a maths degree. I can count. Christ. I think. Wars are usually really, really, really short or really, really, really long. So I'm going to assume that. B. Go down the middle again. It served me well. Lock in B.
Lock in B. Alright, here we go. The length of Frank Ford's Australian Premiership, was that 1 week? Yes, it was indeed 1 week. And for your reference, the Third Arab-Israeli War was 6 days long. So yes,
so
they were
6,
all
7,
very
8,
close.
9.
6, 7, 8, 9. The other option that was not used in this case was Hanukkah, which is 8 days long.
Yeah.
And
But I know that one.
And we eliminate 2 further AI. We only have 1 AI left and 2 human players. It's 1 versus 3. Whew. This has been really drawn out. And now you know how long a week is, everyone.
How long this is going to last.
So this is the last game of the night. I don't know, Egg. It depends on how long this game goes. I was thinking about doing another game afterwards, but who knows? We could still be going into...
Should do quick fire.
overtime. If you did not time this game, I wouldn't want you to do so, Matt. Okay. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. The host of which American game show appeared as a club owner in the music video for Runaround by Blues Traveler in 1995? Yes, they are definitely words. The host of which American game show appeared as a club owner in the music video for Runaround by Blues Traveler in 1995? What are you thinking, Harry?
I think I actually know the the standard answer here.
Oh.
So as long as it's not like the host of X or the host of Y, then I think I know it. So I'm gonna go mob.
Go for Bob. All right. This one was approved by Catnip, so Panda does not have an in. Here are your 3 possible answers. Funhouse. Remote control. The what? The length of Lady Jade Grey's reign as queen. What? How did that happen?
What? That's a. Oh, okay. I misread the question.
I know what's happened.
Is this a?
This has only got 2 answers. I thought to put the check in to make it check for if it has 3 answers, and I apparently didn't, because this only has 2 answers. So I could tell you, is not C. Well, it also has the £1 million drop tag on it, and I've not excluded that properly, so I've done all sorts of stuff wrong there. Oh well. You have a 50-50.
Yeah, I do have a 50-50 because I misread the question. I thought it was asking for the person and not the game show. But oh well, we're still going for it anyway.
Like I said, I notice it is marked as a million drop question. I just haven't excluded that in 1 versus 100. It would seem, that's all. And also checked for whether it actually has 3 answers. So yeah, Harry.
50-50. Going down the middle has been good so far, so let's go down the middle again. Lock in B.
Lock in B, remote control. Oh, we're in the right difficulty threshold. It's just managed to pick a question with not enough answers in it. That's all. Remote control is the right answer. We're still going.
How many B's are there? Jeez. This is
well, the last AI is out. It's now human players only. Panda and Tipster versus Harry.
I'm usually in the mob at this point. Yeah,
yes,
Ken Ober. I knew who it was, but
Ken Ober, and we're now into sort of Truel, except they are under accelerators and you're not. And so, 1 versus 2, or 2 versus 1, however you want to talk about it. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question, and maybe it has 3 answers to it.
Oh, please don't. Can we keep the 2 answers? That was nice.
Which 2017 documentary by Brian Fogel about the world of illegal doping in sports won the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature? Do you want to take the $500,000, or do you want to keep going against the now human-only mob?
Let me read the question before I say I think I know the answer to this one. It's actually asking for the documentary. Yeah, I think I actually know the true answer here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for mob again.
Gonna go for the mob. All right. There we go. I could also confirm this has 4 answers listed, so we're safe.
All right. Well, unless Lady Jane Grey decides to.
Possibly.
Make
Let's see your
another
answers. They are Inside Job, Undefeated, and Icarus. Bob, start locking in. Which 2017 documentary by Brian Fogel about the world of illegal doping in sports won the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature? Was it Inside Job, Undefeated, or Icarus? Bob is locked in. So, is the title that you expected to be there up there?
It is indeed. I think it's C, Icarus. So lock in C, please.
It's not B, Undefeated down the middle.
It's not. Well, wait, it might be. But I think it's C. Lock in C.
Lock in C, Icarus. Okay.
Yes, please.
Hashtag what even is doping from Tipster.
If it's B here, I'm going to look a bit stupid.
Correct answer is... It is C, Icarus. And... the panda's out. The panda is out. But Tipster is in. Oh no! We have 1 versus 1. It is Harry versus Tipster. Outside of a duel scenario. Well, what a pickle we found ourselves in here. It is a heads up 1v1.
You're really going for the sports angle now, aren't you?
Absolutely, yes. The ultimate game of 1 vs 100, yes. Chips, no, we're not going to do that, Egg, because we're going to be here for hours if we do that. We need to have this slight asymmetry of the game to speed it on a bit.
Bring Tipster in.
Right. Here comes the sneak peek of the next question. Which of these glens is not, I'm guessing, the name of a corner on the Isle of Man TT mountain course? Read that all again. Which of these glens is not the name of a corner on the Isle of Man TT mountain course? How familiar are you with the Isle of Man TT?
Not at all, but I feel if I take the money here, I might be the most despised person in Quiz Night history. So I feel like I have to take the mob here.
Taking on the mob. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Which of these glens is not the name of a corner on the Isle of Man TT mountain course? Is it Glen Duff, Glen Willin, or Glen Helen? Mob, start locking your answers in. Which of these glens is not the name of a corner on the Isle of Man TT mountain course? And we're locked in, and this is Car 7's question. So, these are 3 glens.
They are 3 glens.
From Tipster, he's just saying straight up, absolute guess. So, it seems to be, this is going to be an absolute guess from both of you, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've literally no idea.
Alternative options in chat, we have Hilary Duff, which isn't a Glen, Glen Fry, Glen Close, Glen Hugel, Glen of Glenda, Glen Beck, and Glen Quagmire, and Glenda the Good Witch. How do you join the crowd, DKS? Just put the room code in, CVBD, and you will be allocated a slot in the mob.
Not the name. Oh, I don't know. Can I use another randomizer?
I mean,
do I have anything 3-sided?
Well, a dice and just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I could.
Or 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6.
Is there roll a dice? Roll a dice.
Or 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4.
6-sided, please. So it was 1. So A, because I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then 5, 6. So Glen Duff.
Lock in A, Glen Duff as your answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we're googling a dice roll again, Panda. Let's see if the googling has helped. Is the answer Glen Duff? No! The correct answer was B, Glen Willin. Now, the critical thing is, Tipster, what did you go for? We're both in or we're both out. Oh, Tipster went the same way. No one survives the million Duke drop.
Is that the first time?
We've had a full elimination, everyone. I can't remember a time where we've had everyone dead at the end of the game. Yeah, I said no one survived the million Duke drop, kind of, because we've just basically dropped a million Dukes as being a possibility for anyone winning. So it was a long game, a long drawn out game, as you can see there. AS and Tipster in 2 and 1 position, but no one surviving and no one getting any. Literally, no one getting any money. So this is perfect for the game show producers.
Yes.
No checks written this time on Takeshi's Castle. But I hope you had fun, Harry.
I did. That was that was ridiculous.
That was a bit of a difficult question there. Yeah, most of the island goes back.
I mean, I shouldn't have been in. I guessed like B 4 times in a row or something. So. I mean,
should have just done it again.
I should have down the middle. Oh, yeah, I should have just. I changed my strategy. Changed my strategy.
That's it. That's all you do.
Oh dear. Do we have any factoids on that?
The only factoid I have listed is motor racing on the island goes back to 1904 with touring cars, with the first motorcycle race the following year.
Well then.
So there you go. That's the sum total of that. And yes, should have guessed B again. Oh well, how the mighty have fallen. And that's the end of that. I do have time for one more game though, and because everyone got eliminated, that does mean anyone could be picked to be the next player, I guess. So now is your opportunity to get into the room now, because you could be picked to be the next one. Thank you very much for playing, Harry.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
That was ridiculous.
It was a bit of a ridiculous run, but I think everyone was having a lot of fun there, especially with that rivalry. And no one won.
Oh yeah, should we get Panda in?
Can we sneak Panda in? I think so. I think we should sneak the Panda in
because he did forcefully get himself knocked out, I think.
Oh, okay. I know Tipster's played like twice recently and also hosted one. And so, yeah, we'll get the Panda in. Why not? Panda, I think we're going to force you to be the next one. Type the command. At least the Panda is on the one preference list. So I think we're going to have a Panda this time round. Thank you very much for playing, Harry, and we'll catch you soon for some more dualness, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful. All right,
See
catch you later. Panda! Hello!
Hello!
Oh my god, well, we finally got this situation to happen. I mean, we kind of forced it, but either way, it is Panda versus 100! How are you doing today, Panda?
Doing good. It's been a very busy day, surprisingly, so good to do something a little different.
That's good to
have some fun.
Absolutely. I've been having a lot of fun, actually, with this stream. It certainly picked me up from the foul mood that I was in yesterday. I was in a seriously dark mood yesterday. Did not want to do anything with the world, with what happened on Wednesday's stream, and also just work being an absolute bitch. But hey, Friday happened and it was much better, and Rufus Hound happened, which was brilliant, and then Harry just happened then, and now you're here, so everything's happening today. It's great.
All good stuff, yes.
All good stuff. Did I receive your message, Danny boy? What message where is the question? I'm not seeing a message on Twitch. I'm also not seeing a message on Discord, so I don't think I'm seeing a message from you directly. I mean, if you've sent me a message on Discord, it's not told me and not atted me. So yeah, I haven't seen anything from you yet. Is it with regards to question writing by any chance? Because I am on the question site right now, so I might be able to sort that out. Questions author. How does even do that? People. Let's have a look. You sent it yesterday. Oh, well, you are still then pending, waiting to be approved then. So let me just do that while I'm here then. There you go, Danny boy. You can start writing questions. You are now approved. Okay, well, I think we're all ready to go. Are you ready to play, Panda?
I am indeed.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we start at the bottom again. It is the Panda versus 100. Here's your first question. It's a repeat question. Who starred in the Imitation Game as Alan Turing? This is definitely on the drop. Was it Benedict Cumberbatch? Is it Benjamin Cucumber Batch? Or is it Benevolent Cucumber Patch? Mob, start answering. Yeah, I definitely did not include the questions from the Duke Drop over here. I need to remember to do that, and also need to remember to do that for Duel as well, because, reminder, we've got a Duel episode tomorrow at 4 PM, I think it was that we scheduled it, 4 PM GMT. So do tune in for that. That's going to be the final truel of this season, and then we'll be into the main event, as it were. Panda, any clues? Nope. Panda? One moment. Hello? I can't hear you, Panda. Let me try moving you in and out. Try that.
Testing,
there we go.
Testing.
There we go. Just Discord having a mare.
Weird.
I was trying to view this.
And I was trying to view the stream through the Discord, and it just kind of crapped out on itself. So let me pull up the Twitch stream again real quick and hide chat,
No problem.
so I can see what's going on.
DK,
I
your
did see
answer
this
was deleted. I could see it definitely was deleted by Quizbot, so it got accepted. So you're definitely in the game, DKS. Don't worry about that. So Panda.
This is a pretty straightforward one. It's Benedict Cumberbatch. It is A.
I'm just rereading it, making certain I'm reading Benedict Cumberbatch and not any of the messed up ones. Yeah, A, locking in. Okay. Yeah, the message got deleted. It's definitely been accepted, DK. I'll look for you in the mob in a moment. The correct answer is... It is indeed A, Benadryl Cumberbund. Let's see who got eliminated. There you are, DKS. You're in podium number 2, right at the bottom here, so you're definitely in. And you got that answer right, so you got some points. Wayne O'Mac, Super Patrick, and Simon getting that one wrong. Possibly just not in the game anymore, or just failed to answer in time. Either way, those are the only 3 eliminated. No no AI getting that wrong. That's quite surprising. So
Job computers.
absolutely. Let's keep going then. Question number 2. Which of these comedians is not Welsh? Your options are Lloyd Langford, Rod Gilbert, and Ian Sterling. Mob, start locking in your answers. Which of these comedians is not Welsh? Is it A, Lloyd Langford, B, Rod Gilbert, or C, Ian Sterling? The big knots in that question. And surprisingly, Egg didn't write this question because it's being about Wales. You familiar with any of these names at Panda?
I've heard them. I don't know a lot about them, but I do know that I've heard the name Ian Sterling in context of Scottish, him being Scottish. So I feel pretty confident with C on this one, Ian Sterling.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
Okay. Locking in on C, Ian Sterling. In fact, 2 of these have appeared on Taskmaster, I believe. Correct answer is... Yes, C, Ian Sterling is the correct answer. Yeah, Rod Gilbert has also been on Taskmaster alongside... Was it? I don't think it was alongside Ian Sterling, but there were certainly both of them have been on Taskmaster at some point. Marbler, 8 Minky, and Awesome Quintuple 9 getting that one wrong. Those are the only 3 human players getting that wrong. And finally, the AI Wake Up, 14 getting that wrong. And you're now straight up to 5,000 dudes. And yes, Ian Sterling is Scottish. So, I get to ask you the question, Panda. Do you want the 5,000 dudes? Which is, it's a fair amount of dudes. Or do you want to take on the mob?
Excitement to get me in this seat. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. It is 1 versus 80. And the next question. It's a long one. There is no non-vanishing continuous tangent vector field on even-dimensional n-spheres as a formal way to describe which mathematical theorem first proved in 1912. Is it the woolly nut theorem, the hairy ball theorem, or the furry melon theorem? Mob, start locking in. There is no non-vanishing continuous tangent vector field on even-dimensional n-spheres. It's a formal way to describe which mathematical theorem first proved in 1912. Well, Panda, you like your maths.
I do like my maths. I also like Numberphile on YouTube, which did an episode on the hairy ball theorem.
Is that the answer you want to go for?
I do remember. I remember it talking about tangent vector fields. So yes, let's go with the hairy ball.
Okay, locking in the hairy ball theorem.
Now, I could not explain to you this theorem by any stretch of the imagination. It was way over my head, but...
It is indeed the correct answer. Colloquially, the theorem can be described as you can't comb a hairy ball flat without creating a cowlick, or you can't comb the hair on a coconut. The even-dimensional n-spheres mentioned in the formulation refers to the hairy ball, and a two-sphere is what we would normally consider a sphere. So there you go. If you never needed to know that information, there you go. The hairy ball theorem is a thing. And Sophia was the only one to get that wrong. Got some good human players then. 8 AI also getting that wrong. Total of 9 mob members. And you're up to 5,000 dukes still. You're 1 away to making that 10,000. Hello there, baby panda in the background.
He's looking at the dryer. His blanket is in the dryer, spinning around.
Bless. Do you want to take the 5,000 dukes or do you want the mob?
Let's keep playing.
Let's keep playing. I mean, Harry's in the mob. We've got to keep going, right? Brazil borders 10 of the other 12 nations on the South American mainland. Which of these does it not border? Is it the one with Quito as its capital, the one with Caracas as its capital, or the one with Buenos Aires as its capital? Mob start locking in. Brazil borders 10 of the other 12 nations on the South American mainland. Which of these does it not border? The one with Quito as its capital, the one with Caracas as its capital, or the one with Buenos Aires as its capital? And this is apparently your question.
Yes, I was going to say, this seems extraordinarily familiar.
I don't know why it's not excluded you, but apparently it's not excluded you. And yes, Panda does have a kid, DKS.
I have two, a 13-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son.
Mm-hmm. So, this should be bread and butter for you if it's your question.
Indeed. Alex, do you know the answer? What letter is that? Hey, good job. It doesn't border Ecuador and it doesn't border Chile. So since Chile's capital is not on there, we're going to go with Quito.
Okay, Quito. Alright, let's keep going then. Baby Panda is smart, apparently. Takes after his father. Is the one with Quito as its capital the correct answer here? It is the correct answer. Well done, Baby Panda. Entoika, Skullcat, Looping Ones, Shadowmane, Lingo Maniac, Harry, Nata, AM in the PM, Caffeine Boost, and Connor, and DKS, and Car 7th also sneaking in there. All getting that wrong. 12 human players out. Harry mistyped, apparently. Oh dear.
Oh no, Harry.
And 9 AI eliminated for a total of 21 mob elimination, and you are exactly at the halfway point. 50,000 doots, 50 away from making it 1,000,000 doots. Have you got 6 sneak peeks already? Wow, this is a really fast game. That trap got quite a few people, apparently. Oh well, so apparently, yeah. Egg and Tipster have to carry Harry's flag now from this point onwards. So let's see sneak peek of the next question. What does that mean in set theory? I'm surprised that symbol actually appeared correctly.
That's amazing. I'm kind of surprised myself. It's a maths question.
What does that symbol mean in set theory? Do you want to take the 50,000 dukes or do you want the mob?
As humorous as it would be for me to go out on a math question, I think I need to play this one.
Gonna take on the mob?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. So, White Shadow wrote this question. What does that symbol mean in set theory? Does it mean this set has nothing in it? Is it this set has everything in the universe in it? Or this set has something in the universe in it, but not everything? Mob, start locking in. What does the symbol mean? Is it nothing, everything, or somewhere in between? It's a good way of surmising that, I guess. Okay, mob's locked in. I'm guessing you know the answer, Panda.
Yeah, that is the symbol for the empty set. So that would be a set with nothing in it. Hey, we can lock that in.
All right.
Yes, please.
Oh, this one was tagged for £1,000,000 drop. It didn't get eliminated properly. Sorry. Correct answer is indeed A. This set has nothing in it. Who got that one wrong? Toad Boy got it wrong. It was the only human player to get it wrong. And AI number 74. The AI know their set theory, apparently. Surprising that. So, Now 1 versus 48, still on the
Well, they know
50,000.
they know the null set. That's where all their winnings go.
That's true, yeah. 50,000 doots still in your bank. 8 away from making that 75,000 doots. Let's see. Sneak peek of the next question. Music question. Haven't seen one of those in a while. What is the Young Money that Nicki Minaj mentioned in her songs? What is the Young Money that Nicki Minaj mentioned in her songs? You going to take the 50,000 doots, or do you want the mob of 48?
This style of music is not really my forte, but I got 3 helps. Let's keep going.
Yeah, you've got all the helps in the world still. Here's 1 versus 48. Another White Shadow question, and your 3 answers are: her very first single released, a word used to call her fans, or a record company that she is in. Mob, start locking your answers in. What is the Young Money that Nicki Minaj mentioned in her songs? Is it her very first single released, a word used to call her fans, or a record company that she is in? Ooh, quite plausible, actually.
Don't spill those.
All right. Do you have any clues on this one?
Blueberries. I have an inkling, but it's a weak one.
Does that feel like then you're using your help and holding on to information before spoiling it?
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna ask, and I don't want to bias anybody who may answer.
Fair enough. You happy to lock in the ask?
Yes, please.
Okay. First help being used here. Panda wants to ask the mob. Let's see who it picks. One is right, one is wrong. Ooh, we have 1 human player, we have 1 AI. AI number 83 chose answer A and says, I hit my head on the keyboard and apparently my answer was A. And Coolio1223 chose answer C, a record company that she is in. So Coolio, please give your reason why you went with C. And we also now know, out of elimination, that B, a word used to call her fans, is wrong. The A response is in there, Cetra. I did actually code it in. Oh, sneeze. Oh, sneeze again.
Bless you.
Thank you. I seem to remember Lil Wayne found a record company that was called that, so thought she may have been found by them. Alright. Well, there's a bit of information there. Does that fall in line with your inkling?
I felt pretty confident that her first song's like Love or Your Love or My Love or something like that. So I was kind of debating between B and C. So with B out and no humans picking A, then C feels like a very, very strong lock-in.
Lock in C?
Yes, please.
Okay. The AI are definitely pretty good at hitting the keyboard randomly. Yep. Is C a record company that she is in? The correct answer? It is indeed. Also, Danny, I've just realised what you meant earlier about seeing that message in Discord. Yes, I did see the message in Discord. That was just, you sent it on yesterday when I was ghosting everyone because I was in a mood. So I did see it. I just decided not to respond to it at the time because I was feeling down. So I did see it, and thank you very much for your kind words. Matt the ref is the only human player eliminated there, and 13 AI getting knocked out as well. And seeing as I'm out as likely the last game, I head off to torture myself with some maths. Alright, well, thank you very much for stopping by, Harry. Have fun with maths, I guess.
Have fun with that, Harry.
Yes, Matt got eliminated on that one. The ref got sent off by the game, yes. And Panda, you're up to 75,000 dukes. You're 4 away from making that 100,000 dukes, making it a 6-digit sum. Let's have a look at the sneak peek of the next question. And it's sports ball time. And which NBA team was Michael Jordan playing when he finally retired from playing basketball in 2003? It's sports ball. Would you like to take 75,000 dukes, or do you want to play against the mob of 34?
Sports ball, which I'm not great with, but I do know a little bit about him. He was big when I was growing up. So let's take the mob and hope for no trap.
All right, let's hope for no trap. It is 1 versus 34. AM in the PM, thank you for the question. And your 3 answers are Washington Wizards, Chicago Bulls, and Indiana Pacers. Mob, start locking your answers in now. It is not a trap. On which NBA team was Michael Jordan playing when he finally retired from playing basketball in 2003? Was it the Washington Wizards, Chicago Bulls, or Indiana Pacers? Mob is locked in. So, this is probably okay for you then, Panda?
Yeah, when he retired, he was working with the Washington Wizards. A. We can go ahead and lock that in.
Alright. Not messing around. Going straight in with A, the Washington Wizards. And the correct answer is... It is indeed. And you actually approved this question 2 weeks and 1 day ago.
I had forgotten that I had
Oh!
that one.
Clive, Tipster, Duplis, Cetra, Coolio, Catnip, and Drahuska all out on that question. The main threat, Tipster, is out.
US question for the save.
Yep. So, still intact, we have Storm Vision on the top row. We've got Wooter on the 3rd row. And then we've got Danny Boy and Egg Fried Cheese on the 6th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th row. Yes. Those are our remaining human players, and it is 1 versus 25. Ooh, 5 away from making it a $250,000. Still have some helps intact as well. Egg is scared. I don't blame you. This is where we get into the difficult territory now. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. Oh, it's a long one. Which British comedian was in a band called Siona Dancing in the 80s with their single More to Lose, becoming a teen anthem in the Philippines despite peaking at 117 in the UK singles charts? Ooh.
Is that the long question?
This is a long question, and it has Philippines related, so Joss, hello. Do you want to take the 100,000 dupes, or do you want to take on the mob? Oh, and it's a music question.
Yeah, music question. Let's play it. Let's see what the choices are.
Play it. All right, taking on the mob. 1 versus 25. There's that question again. This is a Samster question, and your 3 answers are Eddie Izzard, Lee Evans, or Ricky Gervais. Mob, start locking in your answers. Which British comedian was in a band called Siona Dancing in the 80s with their single More to Lose becoming a teen anthem in the Philippines despite peaking at 117 in the UK singles charts? And just having a look at the answers coming in, it's just a smattering across the entire board from the looks of things. Ooh, well, what are you going to go for, Panda? What are you thinking?
I feel pretty confident it's not Eddie Izzard. I was a big Eddie Izzard fan when I was in middle school and high school. I think I would have learned that about him when I was watching him so much. Don't know how comfortable I feel with trust with 4 people. I mean, only 2 would have to get it, but this feels like there's going to be some guessing involved. So let's do poll.
Okay. And what option would you like to poll for?
Eeny, meeny, let's poll. This sounds like something Ricky Gervais would do. Let's poll C.
Poll C, okay. And to answer your question, Egg, it only accepts the first answer, but it will delete answers afterwards as well if it matches the response. I know Panda has used that in the past to try and trick people. In the previous game,
trick people?
Yeah, I know. How dare you? I know you've also, on occasion, also whispered an answer and then answered something completely differently in public chat as well. I see that information, you see. Okay, they don't, but I do. So, you're polling the mob. Let's see how many of our remaining 25 went with C, Ricky Gervais. 21 did. A good, strong majority went with this, and all 4 human players that's still in also went with this. So.
And now we should use the trust.
Well,
I'm sorry, I
holding on to
doubted
the
you,
trust for a
Mom.
further. We still have the trust to hold on for a future question potentially. Do you feel confident with locking in on C then?
Yes, let's lock it in.
Okay. Absolutely, the sounds of Quiz Night. Is the correct answer Ricky Gervais? It is the right answer. Well done, Mob. Well, we know 21 out of 25, so we're going to have 4 knocked out here. And there are just going to be 4 AI. So you're just sitting at the precipice. 1 versus 21, 1 away from making it 250,000 doots. And all the 4 remaining human players are still intact. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. I haven't seen a question short as this. Who's older?
God.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Wow,
So
that is the biggest hint preview I've ever seen.
hello to answer the question. Oh, I hope not. Let me search the question in the database. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. I don't know which one there's going to be then. How could there be 2 of them? Oh no. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Both. Okay. So there's 2 questions. Are exactly the same. Says who's older. Okay. Do you want to take the 100,000 doots, or do you want to take on the mob?
And don't even know what category this is. But there's 4 humans left, so onward, onward, onward.
Taking on the mob.
Mob.
Alright, here we go then. I can confirm it is a 50-50. This is supposed to be in the drop. So your options are Ant or Deck. Ignore Ricky Gervais. Mob, please answer
Really?
now. Ignore Ricky Gervais, that is not a correct answer. The answer is either Ant or Deck, A or B. Ignore Ricky Gervais in this case.
To be fair, he is older than either of those, I believe.
Probably. Ricky Gervais' age. Okay, I have that information at hand. Okay, so who's older, Ant or Deck? Who do you think?
Ant or Deck? Ant or Deck? So similar age-wise. I can't imagine they're far apart.
I mean, I could tell you
think
how far apart they are, but that might... I don't know.
I'm going to assume it's close, probably within 6 months. It's 50-50 guess for me. It's probably going to be a 50-50 guess for most people. Ant Deck, Ant Deck, Ant Deck.
Oh, do I have my DOS
Panda,
sensor? Oh, I do
baby
have.
panda.
I do have my DOS sensor. There we go. I can put the DOS sensor over that answer.
Hey, baby panda, A or B? D. So
You still have a trust. You still have a trust.
No. Save the trust for something I think people might actually have a. This feels like this is just going to be a random guess for most people. I'll take my blind shot here.
And you're locking in on?
Go. Deck B.
All
Let's
right.
see if the baby panda can be right twice in a row.
Let's see. I can say that they are within 2 months of each other. One is the 25th of September, one is the 18th of November. Is Deck older? Yes, Deck is the elder of the 2, born 25th of September 1975. Danny Boy got it wrong. Only Danny Boy got it wrong, so we still have 3 human players in. We still
we've got
have 3 human players in.
Egg.
Wooter and Storm Vision. Those are the 3 players. Let's turn the DOS sensor off. 1 versus
I really
11.
don't feel like I can tell now.
Well, we're
I
into
guess I get a
the...
sneak peek first, though.
You get to see a sneak peek, and you still have a trust in hand as well. 3 humans, 8 AI stand between you and 1,000,000 doots. Let's see sneak peek on the next question. The national anthem of which country is entitled Yumi, Yumi, Yumi? Dunno, do I? Yumi, Yumi, Yumi.
This sounds familiar.
So, you want to take the 250,000 doots? Or do you want to take on the mob? You are only 1 away from making it 500,000.
I have a thought on this. So, yeah, let's play.
Take on the mob?
On the mob.
Okay. Will there be a trap? Let's find out. The national anthem of which country is entitled Yumi Yumi Yumi? Your answers are the one with the capital city Suva, the one with the capital city Nuku'alofa, or the one with the capital city Port Vila. Mob, start answering. National anthem of which country is entitled Yumi Yumi Yumi? Is it one with capital city Suva, the one with the capital city Nuku'alofa, or the one with the capital city Port Vila? There was a trap in there. And the mob is locked in. For what it's worth. Does that help you in any way, Panda?
Yes, somewhat.
Okay.
I know that. Suva is in Fiji. Lofa. I don't think it's Suva.
Don't think it's Suva, okay.
Because I think. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry about that. The drink went
Huh?
down the wrong tube.
Oh.
Is it?
Egg in chat is asking, just use the trust, go down with the ship.
I want to go down with the ship if I can eliminate a choice. This is not where you use the trust. Into this, I was thinking it was like a Pacific island. I was hoping that I would see a country name. I was like, oh yeah, that's Pacific, you know. I don't. But I know Port Villa's out there. It's a capital city of something in that region. I don't know what Nuku'alofa is, but it kind of sounds almost Hawaiian-like, so maybe something in that region. No, Port was calling to me from the beginning. I'm gonna go with it. C. Lock in.
Lock in C, not going with the trust. Does not feel confident in the mob. Going with C, the one with capital city Port Vila. The correct answer is... It's the correct answer, and your reasoning is completely sound. Yeah, it is a Pacific island. It's Republic of Vanuatu. And Nuku'alofa is Tongan.
Okay.
So, and you were right there, Suva, with Fiji as well. And Yumi 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 translates to we in the language of Bislama, I believe, from the looks of things on this factoid. And only AI number 94 getting that one wrong.
This is
Wow.
almost as bad as being tipster sticking in.
Absolutely. So we still have Storm Vision, Wooter, and Egg hanging on, and 7AI, and we're into the final row
I've hit
now.
half.
You're at the $500,000 doots now, so you can't get any more until you eliminate every single one of them still in now. You still have the trust in hand, though, so anything can still happen. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. What is another word for what the British people call a loo? What is another word for what British people call a loo? Do you want to take the $500,000 dukes? Or do you want to take on the mob about a question about a loo?
Well, as American, I do know what a loo is.
Okay.
I'm trying to debate what type of trap this is.
Okay.
They're gonna go for something. Well, I shouldn't say hints because most people are British.
That's British slang. It is.
There's 3 humans. 3 humans. 3 humans.
3 humans.
This might be
and
trust
7AI. Yes.
One word.
What are you gonna go for?
Mob me.
Mob. Here we go then.
Mob.
In before they are Japanese translations. We'll soon find out. What is another word for what British people call a loo? Is it Badezimmer, Barberstand, or Barnfracht? Mob, please answer now. What's another word for what British people call a loo? Is it Badezimmer, Barberstand, or Barnfracht? So, good. Absolutely. Mob is locked in. Now, I know this one. I actually know this one.
Fortunately, I know this one as well. I did take German in college. I know a Bahnfracht is something to do with transportation. But I know a Badzimmer is a bathroom. So A. Badzimmer.
Lock it
in.
Alright. If it was going to be doing the Japanese version of the translation, toilet is toire. So it's quite obviously toilet. But yes, Badezimmer is indeed the correct answer. And 3 AI getting it wrong. Still have the
Humans.
The 3 humans are still in alongside 4 AI. My goodness, we're still going. 7 away from making it $1,000,000 dukes. You're still sitting on the $500,000. And Egg is now just.
It's happened to translate the other options.
Oh, good point. Actually, I didn't actually check. Let's have a look. So Bahnfracht is rail freight, as you're saying, simply to do with transportation, and Barberstand is cash.
I would not have translated that correctly.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that as cash, but Bahnfracht I would have gotten as something to do with trains at the very least. So there we go. Yep, 7 away. And Egg is just pleading you to end it.
I think that means I have to go regardless of the preview then, but...
Absolutely, yes. Well, let's see the sneak peek. Let's see what you want to do. Where does the Tower of Pisa lean? It's another simple question. Where does the Tower of Pisa lean? Do you want to take the $500,000? Or do you want to take on the mob?
Onward. We play.
Take it on the mob. All right. Here we go then. In that away. So, where does the Tower of Pisa lean? Does it lean in toward Libya, toward France, or toward Hungary? Mob, start locking in your answers. Where does the Tower of Pisa lean? Is it towards Libya, France, or Hungary? Brilliant question.
I like this one. This is a good one.
Brilliant question. Thank you, Ape. Okay.
Good one.
So, Panda, how is your relative geography around the Tower of Pisa?
Good enough to get me through this.
All right.
The Tower of Pisa leans south. I know that.
Okay.
I know that France is to the west. I know Hungary's kind of northeast, and I know Libya is south. So it is going to be A toward Libya. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Okay. We kind of expected cardinal directions there, but well, from the looks of things, these are sort of cardinal directions in disguise. Panda seems confident with toward Libya, and it is indeed the correct answer. And yes, Tower of Pisa does indeed lean south at an angle of about 4 degrees. For further information, if you ever wanted to know that. And all the human players are out. 3 of the AI are out. We are down to 1 AI player left. It is man versus machine now, here on 1 vs 100. Panda, you still have a trust.
Yeah, forget that now.
What, you don't want to just roll the RNG on a question?
If I'm going to roll the RNG, I'll roll it myself.
Fair enough. Alright, let's see a sneak peek of what could be the last question. It's a maths question. Which of these mathematical concepts is named after a woman? So, how familiar are you with women mathematicians?
Mathematical concepts.
Or mathematical concepts as well.
Well, I mean, it's a math question. Even if I wasn't going to go for it, I have to because it's math.
Take on the mob then?
Take the one.
Take on the one. Here we go then. It's Panda versus the one, opponent number 15, and your 3 answers are Diophantine equation, Noetherian ring, and Gaussian elimination. Mob, start locking your answers in. Which of these mathematical concepts is named after a woman? Is it Diophantine equation, Noetherian ring, I don't know how it's properly pronounced, or Gaussian elimination? Mob is locked in. So, any of these ring a bell for you, Panda?
The Gaussian elimination is named after Carl Gauss. That would be a gentleman. Okay. Diophantine, I believe, was named after one of the Greek mathematician gentlemen. I will be honest, neither does not immediately ring a bell, but I'm fairly certain the other 2 are male. Let's go with B, lock it in.
Going for a process of elimination. Locking in on B. A Noetherian ring. Thank you, Duplas, for pronunciation splitting up there. Correct answer is... It is the correct answer, named after German mathematician Emmy Noetheri. Or Noethea, I guess it would be. Emmy Noethea, because it doesn't have the re on the end. So yeah, German mathematician Emmy Noethea. And we're done! The AI is gone! We're done! I didn't even look at the screen and we're done! That's it! Panda has won the game! He has won the million doots! It's kind of like a... I didn't even realise, no! I was just reading through the factoid. I was like, okay, here's the factoid information, and... Congratulations, Panda!
Thank you. Glad to.
Here we go.
Hopefully that lived up to the.
Some late applause. There you go.
Thank you. Hopefully that match lived up to expectations.
I think it did, and then some. Well played, Panda, and you'll take away the million doot top prize that wasn't won previously. Let's have a look at the XP there. Duplas at the top and Clive second, Tipster in third. Also, you can just say rank in chat, as Matt has already proven, and DKS, etc., to see where you currently are with your XP. Well, I think that's going to be it for this evening. It's been an amazing evening. We've had Rufus Hound on earlier, and some amazing contestants, and we've also had the Panda on, and prove himself all the way through to the million doot top prize. So, have you had fun tonight, or this afternoon, early evening for you, Panda?
Yeah, I certainly have. It has been a nice distraction from work, which sadly I'm going to get back to after the conclusion of the stream here. But it was definitely worth taking the time out. Always love hopping on the stream, Ash. It's one of the highlights of my week.
Oh, thank you very much for
Really
saying
is.
that. Thank you for that. And it's always good having you around and having you around doing some more question writing and proofing. It's going to be a wonderful time in Duel Season 3. Speaking of which, we do have a match on tomorrow. It is still going to be tomorrow. It's currently 11 p.m. I thought it was going to go be midnight soon. No, it's not. We will have... Let me look at my notes again. 4 p.m. GMT Saturday. We will see Dupless face off against Itogi, face off against White Shadow. So do tune in for that if you are interested in seeing the final Truel of Duel Season 3, after which we will then know our final 16 competitors to enter into the main event. Hopefully I will have Score Count and Matt the Ref alongside in the commentary box with me for that particular episode, and you are all more than welcome to tune in for that if you're around for that time. And then also worth mentioning, clocks go forward in the UK and Europe on Sunday, this Sunday. So any sort of time dilation effects that you've had due to daylight savings discrepancy, they will then correct themselves by the end of Sunday. So we will be back in alignment, back at 5 hours away from Eastern time, etc. So that's all to look forward to. I don't even know what I've scheduled. I don't know. Oh, yeah. The next episode on Wednesday is supposed to be April 1st. Yeah, the plan I had for April Fool's stream has kind of fallen through. Because stuff happened. You know, world things happened and got in the way of planning. So I will cobble something together for that. That will be fun for everyone. So do stay tuned for that. What is it? Can I say? Well, so
No, keep it.
I'll tell you what I had planned. I won't say what we're going to do for the stream on Wednesday, but what I had planned was to do a sort of Joss takes over quiz night stream. So literally anything goes wrong, and you would have had this weird sort of mashup of game show after game show after game show after game show that I would have tried to sort of tag together in some sort of concoction. It would have started off with Number Wang, going into Deal or No Deal, going into 15 to 1, going into the exit list, going into something else off the top of my head I can't remember. So it would have been some really crazy just mishmash of game shows for an hour that you would have had just like, and I wouldn't tell you what the game shows are in advance. It would just happen. It would just suddenly change and be like, okay, we've got this game show now we're playing. Okay, fine. So yeah, I mean, I may yet still be able to do something with that, some idea on that, but yeah, it was an ambitious idea, but just haven't had enough time to really look into it amongst, you know, doing Million Duke drop stuff and then the world going into lockdown and all that jazz. So yeah, a lot of stuff would have happened, just didn't have the time to do. Instead, something else will happen, which is still going to be, I think, equally awesome. I don't know how the hell it's going to work on stream, but we will make it happen. And you'll all have some fun with it. And when I say all, I do mean all. Still a one-off? Who knows? Who knows if it's going to be a one-off or not? It's not... Well... Yeah, I'm not going to say anymore. It's still going to be a surprise. So thank you very much, everybody. As a reminder, Duel tomorrow, definitely, with the final Truel, and then Wednesday for the April Fool's something special. So definitely worth tuning in on Wednesday, 8 p.m. British summertime. It will be by that point, if you're around. Don't forget to join the Discord. Don't forget, if you want to write some questions for the community, head on the Discord and click the links to get yourself an account set up. I'll approve it and then start your question writing, and the question proofers will start proving the questions. That's going to be it. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been an awesome stream. My mood is so significantly better today, and it's all of your guys and gals and anyone in between. It's all of you that have made it such a special stream. So thank you very much. Is there anybody online now that we can raid? That's a good question. I haven't done that in a while, and I really should. It means you get some more channel points as well when I do that. So, anyone worth raiding? Do we want to go over and say hello to Big John, who's currently actually doing a charity stream speedrunning against COVID-19? I think we should do that. That makes sense. We will do that. Raid the Big John. Let's do that. So I'm going to send you over to Big John. It's currently Mega Man X at the moment. Torta Diego is currently running Mega Man X as part of the Speedrunners Fighting Against COVID-19 charity event. Go and spread the love, and you'll be sure to have some fun over there. If you feel like donating towards the cause, you can do so over there. I think I might be doing something like that in a moment. Have fun out there. I will see you tomorrow for some more deal. Until then, catch you later. Bye.